Let's fight like gentlemen.
It's showtime! Go for broke!
Round 1, fight!
How do, ladies and jerks? It is I, your boy, 6 2/3, back here again with another edition of the BroDown. Surprisingly, somehow, I am joined here again by my co-host, the Divine Bovine Judgmental Beef. Beef, you got anything you want to say to the people?
Hello, Judgmental Beef here, and in honor of Pentiment, my title in Latin would be Vox Populi, and Six's title in Latin would be Vox Broccoli.
That was pretty good, actually. Like, Vox Broccoli. I was kind of wondering where you were going with it.
I have been thinking of that joke for 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's good. It was a good joke. You did good.
Don't worry, guys. If that joke was too smart for you, it's all downhill from here. It's nothing but dumber, we promise.
It's already fucking downhill. Like, it's like... Had everything set up, everything ready to go. Literally, we're sitting here during the lo-fi, just letting the drop play, you know, the settling point in which we switch over. And then, for whatever reason, my entire fucking computer just turns off. Just dies.
Right. It's like under the massive weight of the last episode of Pentiment, his computer just goes, fuck it!
I don't blame it. Like, if I hadn't kiboshed last week's BroDown, I would have kiboshed this one. So, but I was just like, my brother, Judgmental Beef here, like, he works on this. And so I'm just like, I'm tired of, like, you know, kiboshing, because I'm just like, he puts time and effort into this. So I'm just like, okay, we're doing it. Fuck it. We'll restart the computer, unplug the goddamn modem, and try to resist the urge to fucking punt kick the entire rig into the goddamn St. Johns River.
Guys, you have not heard Six all morning long. This is a beaten man.
Yeah.
He has just been torn down by his computer system this morning. John put a joke, which is only half a joke, in the Discord, that his is a portable VHS player that he's using to broadcast this stream. He's not far wrong. And for anyone who's a fan of Married with Children, the reason that Ed O'Neill got that role is because the way he approached Al Bundy for his audition. And they would have the dads walk up to the front door and, you know, get ready to go in the door and do an interaction with Peg. And they all of the other ones before Ed were doing like the happy, upbeat, you know, the standard 80s sitcom one.
Mm-hmm.
And Ed, with his interpretation of the role, walked up to the door, goes, hangs his head, and then just walks in completely resigned and angry. And that is exactly what Six has sounded like this entire morning so far.
Yeah.
Resigned and angry.
Yeah. I'm tired of it. I was just like, I just want to try to fart out some stability in my life, you know, some sort of reliability, and everything completely pitch fucks every single time. And it's just like,
well, hey, I'm reliable. I'm always here. You know exactly what you're getting with Beef.
yeah, no, for sure. No question about that. Just the continual throbbing pain in the balls Beef. Like, I know what to expect there. It's just like, god damn, man. I streamed yesterday. I was excited about streaming, and I was just like, all right, we're gonna knock this out. And then for whatever reason, Streamlabs decides to just forget one of my microphone sources and puts it on default. And so I think it's like 3.5 hours of the stream sounding like I'm reporting from a fucking Coke Zero can. And it's just like, fuck. man. And there were people in chat like telling me like, hey, you're having some sound problems, you're peaking or whatever, because like the entire time I'm doing the stream yesterday, you know, I'm loud and loud, and like every time that I start screaming, it's just like and it's just like duh. So I came home from the store yesterday, I'm just like, this is unlistenable, like, because I don't want to make people suffer through this, and it's just like, fuck, man. I was like, I can't, at any time in which I try to get ahead, I can't fucking get ahead, so.
Well, and also answering your question that I'm sure everyone is thinking of, yes, the acoustics in a Coke Zero can are specifically worse than any other soda.
Yeah, the carbolic acid is terrible for the ears. I'm just like, Jesus Lord.
Great to rinse your mouth out with, though.
No,
I found that out.
it's by far one of the most disgusting things Beef has ever done on stream. Like, well, technically he did it off stream, so it wasn't on stream,
but it got brought on stream, so it became lore.
yeah, it was just like
now I barely drink sodas. I mean, there's that. So.
Yeah, what's going on, Johnny? Final redeem, hopefully. I fucking hope so too. Like we're gonna take like 5 or 10 minutes just to catch up, just to warm up, and then we're going straight into Pentiment. We ain't fucking around today. So
for anyone that doesn't know, we have declared this as a loser leaves town match. If we do not beat Pentiment this stream, we are closing the show. We're never doing it again, and we are starting a new show called the BroDown.
The BroDown. That's what, when you said that in chat, or when you said that in the Discord last night, I thought that's what you were doing. I thought you were doing like a JR, like a shill, because you were just like, yeah, you were like card subject to change, like, you know, and then the BroDown, and it's just like, that's how I heard it. So I was a little stoned,
right.
But
then when you pointed it out, it's like, oh, that could be a show. The brow. Who's got big eyebrows? Peter Capaldi and Eugene Levy. Those are the only two ones I can think of.
That I mean, it's especially Eugene Levy. Oh my god, man.
Oh my god, yeah.
Lord, guy definitely needs a push mower across those things. And it's just like fucking shit, man.
You could probably get away with a weed whacker in some of those corners.
John with 6, it'll be full of highbrow humor. The highest of the high. Like
highbrow and lowbrow.
Yeah, I don't stream stoned anymore, so it's just like it would be less high than it should be. Like I'm like fucking shit, man.
Well, speaking of less high than it should be, how's Retire Mania going for you, buddy?
Yeah, it's okay. Like I just been, especially this week, just been nonstop sleepy, man. It's like when I took a week off. Yeah. When I took a week off for Christmas, last Christmas, it's just like I was so excited over the fact that, you know, I get time to myself and I get time to rest and relax. And then it's just like for 3 to 4 days straight of that week, I couldn't stop sleeping. Like all I did was just nonstop sleeping. And it's like, I feel like basically since I retired, I mean, it's been nice in the fact that it's just like I wake up in the morning and I don't have to scramble, don't have to worry about clients, don't have to worry about what I'm going to do, don't have to worry about trying to fit everything into, you know, one day. And that part is fantastic. It's amazing. It's surreal. It's weird. Like I haven't really totally adjusted to it. But it's like, you know, but all basically for like the last week, and I don't know if it's because the first week I had the COVID vaccine, had the Moderna, and god damn, that threw me for a loop for like 4 to 5 straight days. Like,
pussy.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's like it was kind of dad flu. It was kind of dad cold because it's just like. I wasn't debilitated, you know, like I felt okay. I just felt like I couldn't hit. I felt like I couldn't get going. And it's just like,
well, yeah, no energy. You felt tired. You feel wore out, muscles aching.
Yeah.
Back sore, the coughing in the throat. And yeah, I got you.
And so
I am 3-0 against COVID so far. I understand.
Yeah. And so I was literally like, even yesterday when I was tired, I slept for like 7.5 hours yesterday, and then I took an hour nap before I streamed, and like,
that's just old. You're just aging. That's all that is.
Buddy. Yeah, I guess so. I'm just like I was like, it must be my blood pressure. I was just like, because I was taking chewable aspirin for 6 weeks, and then I was like, and then I stopped taking.
Must be my blood pressure.
Yeah, because I was just like, I don't know, maybe it's too high or maybe it's too low. I don't know what it is. Something's making me sleepy all the goddamn time.
Looking at how abnormally pale you are, I would say low.
Yeah. Well, the thing is like it's been what, 2 weeks or I think no.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah, almost 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's been 2 weeks since I've been out on the pool route, so I have vowed to never see the sun ever again. So I'm just like,
Nice.
I will fully remit myself to being a fucking cave dweller. I've gotten enough vitamin D over the last 10 years. We're good for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, no, that's what I have said for multiple years, and I've never cleaned a pool professionally, so I understand.
Didn't you help Dad out on the route? I thought you did at some point.
But I didn't get paid for it, so I was an amateur.
Yeah.
I wasn't a pro. I was amateur.
I mean, that sounds like Dad. So yeah, like
It was literally, here, son, go test this water. Put these pH drops in. I'm gonna have a beer.
yeah, it was just like if you do all this, I'll get you some chiggy nuggies and a rental from Super Video. Like,
Yeah, we'll go to Super Video. If you work for me all week, maybe we'll go to Pelican Cove.
it's like I love how you miscegenate the two together now. Like, it's,
Right.
It's Pelican
Was it
Pete's.
Pelican Pete's and Pirates Cove.
Yeah,
right?
Pirates Cove.
Those are
But
the two?
I mean, yeah, but at this point, it's okay to combine them together, mash them together, because I mean, they both serve as the same, primary memory. So
They were, but now I've actually been back to Bradenton and Brazington. That's what it is. I've been back to Brazington like last year for the summer vacations, and Pirates Cove is now a speedway.
yeah, oh yeah, it's no longer there anymore.
They demolished it and made it into a gas station.
Yeah, literally. I was like, we need more sit-goes. Screw kids having a good time playing somewhere. We need more Shell Valvoline in our lives.
Right, exactly. We need more combustible carbon fuels in the air. We fuck all these kids who wanted to play laser tag in Street Fighter 3 for a while. Oh,
Yeah.
God,
Which one did you like more, Pelican Pete's or Pirates Cove?
I have more memory with Pirates Cove because I feel like I went there more because I always lived in Brazington.
Yeah.
But I always, in my head, thought Pelican Pete's was better.
Yeah,
I always held it to a higher esteem, but maybe it's because Dad never fucking brought us there if he could avoid it.
Yeah. It wasn't Pelican Pete's? Where was Pelican Pete's? Like,
Pelican Pete's was in Pork Chocolate, wasn't it? It was near Pork Chocolate.
was it?
I thought it was.
God, I can't even remember, man. I'm just like, I'm scanning my memory. I was like, I know where Pirates Cove was. That's easy to find.
Right.
But I was like, I cannot for the life of me remember where the fuck Pelican Pete's was. And I was just like,
Yeah. Pirates Cove was easy to find. You just followed the gun shells.
yeah. Oh, yeah. It was in a sketchy part of town. Like,
Follow the empty cartridges, and you will land there.
like
I
it's.
mean,
It's like, and at the time, I don't think we even recognized or realized that it was a sketchy part of town. We were just like, oh, there's the ball pit, there's the go-karts,
Vicer wanting to hit us in the feels, posting the link for the news story as Pirates Cove closes in 2007.
Wow, I'm surprised it lasted that long. It's like, I was like, holy shit, Like, I was like, wow. Vicer wanted to see what it looked like. I want to see what it looks like. I was like, I'm looking at it now.
I gotta look at the story.
Yeah. Well, guys, you're gonna listen to us read a story, and we're not gonna post it in the actual overlay. You're just gonna look at us bend our heads and check it out. Like.
Yeah, the Syrup Soda Herald Tribune's gonna try to charge you $1 to read more stories. So you can just X out of that. You'll be fine.
Inglewood. That's where Pelican Pete's was. I was just like,
okay, yeah, all right, yeah.
I was like, I know it wasn't in Pork Chocolate, and I was like, I don't think it was in surrounding areas. So I was just like, where the fuck was Pelican Pete? Inglewood. That makes much more sense. Okay.
All right, so let's see.
Well, thank you. Good morning, Vicer. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for giving me a link to the Herald Tribune, for Pirates Cove. It sounds like I'm making fun of you, but I'm not. That was actually, that helped out a lot.
Sincere. The Pirates Cove thing. What is the game that you remember playing most at Pirates Cove?
Pirates Cove? It was actually two different ones. One was WrestleFest, of course.
WrestleFest or Wrestle War? Because Wrestle War is the one I remember playing.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. That was my second one. Was Wrestle War? That would be the second
Wrestle
one.
War.
Because WrestleFest was WWF and it was licensed, And it was great because you could play the Royal Rumble in it, and like it was better than Superstars because just the sprite work was way bigger, and so it was way brighter, way poppier. But yeah, Wrestle War, I remember like standing behind you and watching you do this giant, 20-foot pile driver onto an enemy, and I was just like, what the fuck? And then
the best part about that game, which is an objectively shitty game.
Yeah, it's not good.
A veteran of OTL, by the way, if you want to look it up on the YouTube archives.
I was just about to say, I went back and played it for OTL. Not so great. It's not the worst wrestling game out there, but like I was actually surprised by, some parts of it were kind of legit, some parts were definitely not. But
well, you know what made it so good to our 8-year-old brains though? Is because I'm gonna go through and button mash, and if I accidentally do this super 15-foot leaping pile driver in a way that I completely don't know how I did it and when, it's like fucking New Year's. All the fireworks go up in the air. It's fantastic.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, Beef, go ahead.
Wrestle War and my other resonant memory for Pirates Cove was that arm wrestling game.
Oh yeah, that's right.
With the giant stacked arm that would always whip our asses because we were 9.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, you couldn't do nothing against that thing. Like literally nothing. It was as you said. It was a peasant child trying to arm wrestle RoboCop. It was not going anywhere.
A peasant child trying to arm wrestle RoboCop is probably a great description of the show, I think.
Yeah, especially right now. It was just like, oh Lord.
And last one, Pirates Cove was the first place that I saw the existence of Mortal Kombat 2.
No. Yeah.
I walked in completely surprised, and all of a sudden there's Raiden on the side of an arcade box with his hand to the guy controlling lightning. It's like, oh shit, they made a sequel!
Hold on, I lost your webcam. What the fuck? There we go. I got it back.
Yeah, I was about to say, it came back.
I got it back. Like, all right, Beef, we've filibustered. It's time. Like, it's time to give the people. It's time to give the people what they want. Like, well,
what they want or what we want.
I was gonna say,
it's either the end of the show or it's the end of Pentiment.
I was gonna say, let me rephrase. It's not what the people want. So, like, but we have to give it to them. Let me share the screen with you. Let me boot it up. Hold on. We're booting it up right now. There we go.
All right, guys, it's what you came for. It's what John has paid singles of peppercorns to buy.
Oh yeah, definitely. John needs to see the end, Like, okay. And
he's beat it twice since we played it.
Yeah, he has. He literally could just skip Pentiment. Well, to be honest with you, Vicer, I thought about skipping the entire fucking stream this morning, but I decided to stay to it. Like, Beef, can you see my camera?
No spoilers, John. Yeah, I can see the game.
Okay, hold on.
And I can hear the game, so that's good.
That's good. Hold on. It's fucking Discord is doing some whack and nut shit where it's literally putting your webcam in the bottom of the fucking screen. And I was just like, God damn it. All right, hold on. Let me go over here. Oh, yeah, I forgot how to actually stream. Hold on. Okay, do this.
You never knew.
No, not really. Okay, that's up. Okay, we should be good.
So this is the first time I've noticed the family portrait of Klaus and his dead wife and a very young Magda right there.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, is that Magda on the bottom?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Doesn't look like Magda.
Yeah, that's her from Happier Times before they burned the church.
Yeah, they burned the church down. All right, we got to figure out what the fuck we were doing. Oh, that doesn't... I guess there's not really a whole bunch left to do, really. I'll think of something to use this for later. Oh, okay. Well, shit.
Great job, game. Thank you.
Yeah, as to say, I don't even... all right, we'll just leave. All right. The last we left, we had a conversation with Klaus.
Oh, God, everybody's waiting for you here.
Wonderful.
Are you sure you have everything you need, Magdalene?
Nah. We'll see. I know I'm ready to go.
Well, you can't leave without this.
Mm.
And she gives her a Gatorade bottle to pee in on the ride over.
Nice.
It's chamomile, it's cinnamon, and windflower.
Nice. Vicer, this developer also made Avowed, so maybe play that next. I've heard bits and pieces, drips and drabs about Avowed, but I don't know a whole bunch about it.
I put this in Six's 6-play column on the Discord. I want him to play Blueprints next.
What the fuck is Blueprints?
It just got released. It is a first-person puzzle game. You'll love it. It's good.
Wonderful. Okay.
If you're traveling and you're having cramp, oh lord.
I know. I'll use it.
Well, here to God's blessing we will call for chamomile and wheat flour. I added the cinnamon for taste. Oh, ew.
Alright.
I'm sorry about what happened to your father.
Did Klaus die?
Yeah.
He died. Okay, so he's not.
Yeah, he died last episode. He went out. The doctor was holding his hand and shit.
Okay. Vicer, yeah, Blueprints looks right up his alley. Well, is it because it's blue? Like.
Well, and the developer Balatro said it's already Game of the Year, and it just released last week.
Wow. Okay. Thank you.
Mother Francisca had us all say prayers for him. And for you as well when she heard you were leaving. Why did they decide to like go full on into the fat nun part and have flies going around her like she's got some fat stank on her?
Ah, really? That's so sweet. Please thank her for me.
I will. We'll all miss you so much, Magdalene.
You have so many sisters to look after at the convent, though.
All too true. Way too many. It's time to start killing some. Speaking of which, I'd best get back. I didn't exactly get permission to see you off.
Why does she need permission?
Because she's a woman.
I guess, yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Oh, then God bless you, sister.
God bless you too. Safe travels.
Vicer said Balatro is such an exciting video game.
It is.
I love Balatro. I think it's a really fun game. It does not make for the best streams, you know? Like, in terms of interacting with your audience and interacting with your chat, it doesn't leave a whole bunch for chat to interact with. Like,
it's not a spectator sport.
No.
Which one was Veronica again?
I don't know. There we go.
Magdalene, I can't believe you're really leaving.
You should come visit me.
Oh, the farthest I've ever been is Mittenwald Market, and I don't think that's very likely. Write us down. We want to hear about your new life.
I will, I promise.
You're a special girl, Magdalene Druckerin.
Vicer said, every time I see someone streaming Balatro, I quietly leave. I'd rather watch Beef play Hearthstone. That's... I don't know what you're in for there, Vicer. I don't know if you know what you're in there for.
Vicer, that's because you know that if you watch Beef playing Hearthstone, he's bringing you to the donkey show, baby.
Yeah, that's true.
I understand why you're leaving. God knows you have good cause. But Tassing won't be the same without you.
Vicer said, I played Hearthstone. It's a game.
Yeah, I know it's not up Vicer's alley. It doesn't have any rectal exams. I get it. Safe travels and God bless you.
That was not a shot. That was a deep cut on Vicer streaming a game in which you like anally do some investigative exploration with a colon doctor simulator game.
Right, when you're having to explore colon flaps. I mean, it is just disturbingly accurate. That's all it is.
Oh, we gotta talk to Oates.
Oh, hey, Max.
Nah, Oates.
I'm really sorry about your dad. But he was always nice to me. My ma always said he was a good man.
She's right. ...
Well,
thanks. I should get going.
Mag! Magdalene? You sure you don't want to marry me?
What the
Six's answer to this is
what
gonna be.
the fuck? What kind of proposal is that?
He's not even on one knee. They couldn't get the kneeling physics.
Vicer, it was an oddly comforting video game. John,
John.
colon games are very emotional, totally gut-wrenching. Jonathan.
Well played, John. Good for you, buddy.
John, I've had 2 hours and 45 minutes of sleep. I would say that you're breaking my brain, but there's nothing to break.
Yeah, no, 6 is all the way mailing it in today. He's just relying on me to try and do something with it.
Yep, beef is the star of the show today. It's a little late for that, don't you think?
You're right. I just didn't want to spend the rest of my life wondering if I should have asked.
He didn't
So
ask.
He just asked.
He didn't. He put it on me to ask. That's not an ask. That's
He third party requested marriage.
yeah, it's passive aggressive. Like,
You know,
Vicer, Sleepy 6 is great. He's very calm. I am calmer than I normally am. One, because I don't have the strength or energy to raise my voice, and two, my throat is absolutely fucked.
oh, a change of weather fucked me up this week. I thought I was getting sick.
Nah, look after your mother, Ops. Oh, that's it.
Oh, that's all you're getting, buddy.
Okay, fine. I didn't like him anyways.
Completely shut down. Good morning, Mr. Shadurkerin. Are you off soon?
Who the fuck is Elias?
The replacement for Father Dave Thomas.
Yeah, I mean, I figured that part, but is he a new character? Have we seen him before?
No, he just wants people to go on walks with him.
Okay. Yes, Father. No, that's fucking terrible. That one did break my brain. It took a minute to get there. Just saying my last few farewells.
Of course. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to know you or your father. God rest his soul.
I am too.
Don't let those bohemians put any heretical ideas in your head. Once their pernicious seeds take root, they can choke the faith right out of you, just like what happened to 6 when he was 12.
Oh, yeah. I don't know, Father. I heard they got some interesting ideas.
All right, young lady. Just because I'm new here doesn't mean you should tease me. And I'm not gonna burn you at the stake because you're leaving town already.
God bless you, Father Elias.
God bless you and your travails.
Amelie? Which one was Amelie? Amelie, is she the one that sees visions?
She was the one that was writing the notes, yes.
Okay. Yep. Yeah.
Are you leaving today?
I am just headed up to the mill in a bit.
I'm so sorry for everything that happened.
Well, that was winter. It's spring now. It seems like a weird transition.
It can't mourn forever.
Your home was destroyed.
True, and your church.
Not my church.
But I have lost my home before. I will find another. It is strange, though, standing in the light after all of these years. I don't like it.
No.
Thank you for helping me.
Do you know what you'll do now? Will you become an anchoress again?
I think I'm gonna get a tan. Full baloney number 5.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, honestly. Father Elias is trying to help me, but I need to learn to rely on my own judgment a little more often. It's going to take a long time to atone for my part in what happened. Perhaps the rest of my life.
Well, you were tricked. We all were.
Yes, but the call of the Baconators was so strong. And even so, I must make amends. I am writing an account of what happened here. Eyes, views, As well as I can remember it anyway. Fucking weird ass A.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you having a stroke? What the fuck?
No, but I could not tell that was an A immediately. That is not on me.
It is a weird fucking A. I will grant you
It
that.
is.
It's very ornate.
If it is not enough to earn forgiveness, I pray that it will at least illuminate this history of great darkness.
Good. It's worth remembering. God bless you, Sister Emily.
And God bless you and keep you safe on your travels, Magdalene.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck we're supposed to do, really.
Well, you can go up to the mill, and you can go to all of the parts that you would walk around normally.
Yeah, and we're going to the front gate.
You can't go to the front gate.
Yeah, we can't even go
It's
that
not
way.
letting you go.
Awesome. Okay.
You can't go down, so it looks like you can go up or left are your choices there.
Oh, Jesus Lord in heaven.
Oh, you gotta say goodbye to everybody, too.
The whole fucking town has to come out.
Magdalene, this is it?
It is. Time for me to leave.
Good. Get out before this cursed town swallows you. Passing will bring you nothing but anguish and misery. Look at the bags around my eyes to tell the truth.
Elsie, I hope one day you will find a path out of your own sorrow.
God willing, though I am doubtful.
Yeah, me too.
Stay safe on the road. These are still dangerous times.
We'll be fine. Look after your family. Paul, Anna,
Oh!
your grandkids, they still need you.
I'll do what I can. They are what little I have left. Without them. Never mind. Godspeed, Magdalene.
Okay. Well, at least people are concise.
Oh,
Yeah, that's nice.
She kind of smiled. I mean,
Andreas? What? What the fuck?
So, I'm pretty sure if you go talk to him, it's over. Or you can go through and go to the other area.
Alright.
Or try to go to the other area.
Why does Andreas look like what is it, Charles Dickinson scamp, you know? Like...
Yeah, Dickensian?
Yeah, Dickensian, yeah.
It's because he changed and shaved after being all mysterious and Batman-y for a little while.
I don't like it. He looks like shit. Like...
I mean, he does look like a cancer. Oh, Gertrude's blocking the way.
Yeah, Gertrude, literally. Like,
she's fucking Snorlax. Look at her. I mean...
I actually can't go that way, so...
So, yeah, they are railroading you toward the end here.
Good, thank God. Like... Nah.
That's you.
Are you sure I look alright?
What was Anna? Oh, of course, Andreas. You look perfectly respectable. You're a little worse for wear, but a good fight better than you were.
It was kind of the women to help clean me up. I'm afraid I'd forgotten how to look after myself.
20 years, no showers.
Yeah, exactly.
Almothar, you took care of yourself quite admirably.
Vicer Redeems asks a question. How are you doing? I feel like shit. Mentally, I feel like shit. Physically, I feel like shit, Vicer. Like...
And he's playing Pentiment.
Yeah, and I'm playing Pentiment. So, I mean, not the greatest. Like, you know, it's fine. I'm not, you know, I'm not upset at any of my chat members or anything of that nature. I'm just...
Well, just wait until you get to the Peppercorn Casino. That'll fix everything.
Yeah, I've had below 3 hours of sleep, so I just... But I power through, and I'm doing this goddamn stream.
How many men could have survived in a burned-out cellar for the better part of 20 years? Oh, he's subsisting on our undiscarded rye, no less.
Subsisting on our discarded rye. Like... Vicer, we're
that
pretty...
sounds like 6 right now, subsisting on discarded rye.
Yeah. Vicer, we're putting a pin in Pentiment at least. I agree. I just, you know, I wish I was doing this under better circumstances.
That happens.
I'm sorry about that.
Oh, Andreas, we already told you it's all right now. I just want you to answer why you sound so much like Magdalene.
Magdalene.
Oh, Magdalene. That are your sin.
Hello? Yes, I'm riding with your flower. to Mittenwald and then down the Isar. I'm sorry to see you go, Magdalene.
It's Sparrowson talking with himself.
Yeah. But I hope Prague is everything you've dreamed of.
Ooh, Prague.
If it's half the city Esther describes, I'm sure I'll love it. You have a chance to make a life of your own there. God knows I've squandered so much of mine.
All that hentai.
Yeah. Use the time you have and use it well. I will. I don't know how, but I will.
It's like the game goes, well, your dad's dead and runs you out of town.
Yeah. I wish you could have seen it, Andreas. I know. He would have loved it. I hope so. I know so. That's kind of you to say. We all need words of encouragement, and besides, it's the truth.
Oh, is that the dude in the background that was hanging out with the wood burner, like
Yeah.
from a different land or something?
Oh yeah, Smokey the Bear, Smokey Robinson.
Yeah,
That's
Smokey.
definitely
Yeah,
him.
Smokey. Yeah. Margaret, I wanted to ask you something about the mural before you go.
Uh-oh. Ah.
Can you do it again?
Yeah.
Like just redo it all over first draft?
Yeah, for real.
I thought it was supposed to cover the whole wall. Did you leave a section blank?
For the future. Unless history is going to stop in passing the moment I roll down the road.
We're from the mid-ages. That's how we think time works.
Yeah. I think your wagon is about to leave. Oh. It is. It hardly feels like enough time.
Says you.
Thank you for everything you did for me, for my family. God bless you, Andreas Mailer.
You, ye of burned skin.
Yeah. Oh, Andreas is staying back? Okay.
Andreas? Are you alright?
I'm lost, as I have been for the last year playing this fucking game.
Well, it's alright. We got lots of content out of it. You're welcome to stay with us as long as you need. Besides, you can't leave yet. The children require your expertise.
Ow.
Yeah, they're up on the middle of the walkway. Oh, they are up there. Look at that. Always super ready when you're done. Just remember that you're always welcome in our home, Andreas.
Thank you. Thank you, thank
I
you.
expected you to just nod.
Oh, great, we're still playing.
Yeah, now you're Andreas. Andreas is taking back over the game.
So, thank you, Vicer, for the 500 bits, you sucker.
Sucker.
Hell yeah, progress. Woo! I agree, brother. Progress. We're at the end of the game, so let's try to pad it out so we can do another hour and 30 minutes of it.
No, they won't let you pat it out. They're not letting you go anywhere but the mill. They're gonna make this old-ass man who is 70% third-degree burns walk up mill stairs.
Yeah, the one time in which I'm actually interested in talking to the townspeople and exploring the town, they're like, nah, you're done here.
But now, does it feel like you're going backward? You're sliding back into a comfortable seat. You know, you're controlling Mailer again.
Yeah, yeah. All right, you guys want to play
Mailer's
tic-tac-toe?
teaching, so this is how you draw a penis. You start by making a backwards 3. And then, now, if you want to make those cool pointy S's, make 3 perpendicular lines, and then do another 3, and then just connect them.
I wish there wasn't a fucking windmill continually, but okay.
Oh, they killed them all! Whoa, shit.
Okay. I'm not reading that.
You read all of that. Come on now.
Not reading any of that. I do like the cutaway here, though. This is pretty nice.
Oh, we're back at the scriptionarium.
Yeah. Are we gonna close the book? What are we doing
Oh,
here?
is this the mural that she made? Look at that.
Oh, okay. Oh,
that's no good.
that's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's no idea who these characters are, but we should care, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what's her face? The I don't even remember anymore.
I don't either.
They're being attacked by fish spirits.
Fish spirits.
It's Cheeps jumping up at them to take them.
God damn, everybody's getting stabbed in these pictures. I'm like, Jesus Lord.
Right.
I think we're in the ending, boys.
It better be. If it picks up with Mailer again, we're shutting down. Spending a long time on this tree. Jeez, you want to talk about meager living? Here's your sequel to your next album, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, is this when they were all fighting each other and shit?
Yeah, I think so. The town
The big
revolt.
brawl?
Yeah. Rabble,
The
rabble,
Rumble
rabble, rabble.
Royale?
Yeah.
Oh God, please take him now. Alright, this game does hit on their soundtrack.
Oh yeah. Sound quality,
great
yeah.
picture.
Sound composition, music, everything was great about that. Like, just, you know, it took us a year and a half to get through. That's all.
Oh, is this Father Thomas making a baconator, like slaying the bull? Making his own beef? Is that what it is? Every baconator comes with a free side of snakes.
Yeah. Are there different endings to this game?
Yes.
Really?
They do add different elements to each of them.
Oh, okay.
M plus structuring.
And plus structuring.
Yeah, M game plus. She went from Tassing to Prague.
Prague. It's a little conceited to put yourself in the mural there. Like,
Put the most effort into her self-portrait out of anybody else.
well, I guess this is the screen that we saw the most, really. Like,
Right. So this is the family trees, I'm guessing.
I don't know these people. Oh,
Sister
okay.
Suzanne.
We got Cranker.
Yeah, Ill Peter.
Peter.
Cranky Peter.
Cranky Peter.
Peter. All the Gertners.
Oh.
Oh.
Voxlav and Ursula.
They both got burned, oh son of a bitch.
I don't remember Ursula
that
getting
kid.
burned. Yeah.
No, this is off screen. She died an off screen death.
Oh, Jesus.
Bauer, not Martin. So Morton. Spicer! You're not supposed to tell him. I was supposed to tell him that.
Oh. Really? I thought it was fixed.
No, it's not fixed.
Okay.
We'll talk about it in a second.
Andreas Muller.
Mueller, only 1558, so he's still alive. Never died.
Well, this tree sucks. Why did they highlight these people?
Well, Ursula's that sick kid that you've seen the whole game, and you encouraged her to get burned at the stake.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, it's like play up on your arts and be an independent woman. Yeah, get burned at the stake.
Well, I mean, that is who they were burning at the time, independent women.
Yeah. The mural kind of sucks. Like, I'm just gonna go out and say it. Like, it's not that great.
Well, the art was good on it.
Yeah.
It looked very nice.
All right, we beat it.
Oh, man.
We got
Oh!
we got the end achievement. All right.
We have finished this game. Well worth playing it as long as we did.
I'm not watching the credits. Like, okay, there's no end credit scene. Fantastic.
Oh, look, there's a mural back there. Did you catch that it was Amelie who wrote the book and told the story of the game?
No, I did not.
She wrote an account of the game, so that's what it was. This whole game was you playing from Amelie's perspective of the story.
Oh, I did not realize that. Like,
Which how she would know all the stuff that Mailer talked about in the privacy of the farmhouse Who fucking knows?
And the
I mean?
and the privacy of the farmhouse is a sentence
and,
that I did
the
not
privacy
think.
of the attic, renting out from the or whatever they were, the girders.
Yeah, like that's not a sentence I thought that would be.
Right.
Vicer, from what I read, the killer varies depending on player choices. There is no defined murderer,
Right.
so these probably do change. Everyone but Six knew this the whole time.
So yeah, that's the big thing of the game. No matter who you picked, they were the ones that would die. There is no set murderer. You're literally playing the game on baby easy mode.
Then hey, what's going on, Frederick Dingo? Good to see you, brother. I'm very low energy. I'm sorry, man. John, as far as I could tell, it's just different murals for the ending. I do wonder if you could stay in Mary Otts. I don't...
Yes, you can. You can marry Otts, and there can be a scene where when you go through, if you encourage him and give him thoughts that he might be able to hit you, then you know he'll leave for Prague to follow you to try and catch up to you.
Oh, okay. Like Vicer,
So there is that.
Vicer, man, this game sucked.
Ooh. It is a objectively good game as long as you're not narrating it for the public.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, John. I didn't. The game over machine got swallowed up by Steam. My apologies. John watched their torso blacken and melt into their bedspread when their Korean knockoff laptop battery became more plasmic than solid. Like, you hate
By
to
the
see
way,
it.
that laptop is what Six uses to stream.
Oh, not anymore, but I did for a while. Like, Jesus Christ almighty. Like, I knew when the time that we did the stream where we streamed Diablo 4 and we did it together, my laptop, like the internal temperature said like 230 degrees, and I was like, oh shit, we got to think of something else. And so now it basically collects dust. Nobody uses it. It doesn't get used.
It's almost like Diablo 4 opened up a portal to hell in your hard drive.
Yeah, definitely. Like Freddie, oh boy, just in time for credits. Yeah, you missed.
Yeah.
You missed all of it, Freddie. You're the
Good
better
job,
for it,
Mr.
brother.
Dango. Good job, buddy.
Like, I'm pretty low energy myself. Don't worry about it. Well, thanks, Freddie. I appreciate it, man. I'm just very tired.
Yeah, there is no real killer in the game. Whoever you pick will be the one executed for the crime.
Really?
So that is literally the extent of their choice. It's like, oh, well, you're going to come along for the story and you have no agency besides, we just kill whoever you tell us to kill.
Well,
So there's no mystery that you can solve besides Father Thomas being the thread puller and, making everyone kill each other. But who kills who, you never actually find out for real.
well, Beef, what did you think of Pentiment?
Whoa. I never want to speak of it again.
Yeah.
I am ready to lock away the part of my brain that had us doing this for so long.
Mm-hmm.
And I never, ever, ever want to do anything about this game again.
No, never. I second that. Like, Vicer said, narratively, it's actually awful. Like,
Yes, as a narrative device, that's terrible.
Yeah.
That is really bad. Really, really bad.
I think it's very ambitious, but I do have problems with the pacing, like the pacing of the actual story itself. And it's like, that's, again, I feel bad, and I feel like I don't know if I can actually give it an accurate, like, review or an accurate kind of, like, looking back, because we played it for so long and we dreaded it for so long that I feel like all the good things that I could say about the game just got crunched out by the fact that we were just like, God, please let it end. We just want this to end.
I mean, you have been the #1 Pentiment streamer in the world for a long time.
Yeah. It sounds like Beef is doing a joke, but there's been multiple times where we were streaming Pentiment and I'll get notifications from Twitch and it says, congratulations, you're the #1 Pentiment streamer of all Twitch. And I was like, okay.
Oh, did you not related to anything, did you intentionally put the dementia dinner party right next to the retirement dementia party?
No, it's actually randomized, so it's just
because it was amazing watching one morph into the other. That was really good.
Yeah, it was super cool. Like, I did like it. Like, Vicer, you played it as a joke initially. That's true. Jokes was on us. Like, we did
not play it as a joke. We played it because it's like I wanted to do more voice acting, and I enjoyed playing Aviary Attorney. And I said, hey, Six, we need to play another game like this. And
Yeah.
6 said, "Oh well, how about this Pentiment that I found?"
Yeah, no, I am pleased over the fact that I decided to not stream it by myself, because that would have been just utterly terrible. I don't think it's a bad game. I don't think it's a very good game to stream. Like, I just
It
don't.
is not a spectator game, despite how hard we tried.
Yeah.
We've told some hidden jokes with
Oh, yeah.
involving Pentiment.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
doing goofy voices for it was, it can be entertaining enough.
Yeah.
But not for 80 hours of it, however long we've been playing this.
John said it was enjoyable enough. John literally beat the game twice in the time it took us to beat it once. So...
Well, John is also not broadcasting it to everybody and reading all the lines and doing voices.
Yeah, but it was
Oh, God.
it was an engaging thought experiment, and now that we did it, we know what to do and what not to do on the BroDown going forward. So,
now that we've done it, we never want to engage ever again.
No, not particularly. Not particularly. So, like...
All right, so Pentiment, ready for that to be announced? We
No.
will definitely be doing that.
God, no, please, God, no.
We are definitely doing Pentiment whenever it comes out.
No, I'm not doing it. Hold on, I'm gonna do a brief pizzo mezzo. I gotta fucking urinate, man.
All right, well, I'm gonna take the dog out real quick because she just came downstairs, so I'll be back in like 3 minutes.
Yeah, go for it. Hold on, I gotta find everybody a pizzo mezzo real quick. Like, let's, yeah, we'll do this. This works. I was like, we got some fans in the stream. We'll do this. Oh, Jesus Christ, I don't know why it's. All right, hold on, guys. Let me get you a pizzo mezzo. I gotta take a leak real quick, guys. John, realistically, I beat it twice before you beat the third chapter. I believe it. I believe it. I 1000% believe it. All right, guys, hold on. We're gonna take a quick break, and then we'll be right back in a second. I gotta take a leak. Beef's, you gotta do whatever the hell Beef does, and but I will give you something to watch while we peace out for just a second. Let me, here, we'll do this. Come over here, get rid of this. Come over here, crank it. That way you guys can hear it. And it's topical, and it actually will segue into the topic that we're going to come back to when we come back. It's not wrestling. Like, it's right here.
Will you take us to Mount Splashmore? No. 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 Will you take us to Mount Splashmore?
Hold on, guys. Let me make sure it comes up. Okay, you guys are watching. Cool.
No. Mount Splashmore? No. Mount Splashmore? No. Mount Splashmore? Take us to Mount Splashmore? Will you take us to Mount Splashmore?
If I take you, will you two shut up and quit bugging me?
Yeah, of course. Well, will you take us to Mount Splashmore?
Yes.
Thanks, Dad.
Hi diddly ho, neighborinos, and welcome to Theme Park History, the channel for everything to do with theme parks, old and new, big and small. In today's episode, we pay way too much to visit Krusty Land and explore the Simpsons ride, a simulator ride that opened at Universal Studios Florida on May 15, 2008, and Universal Studios Hollywood on May 19, 2008. This attraction was suggested by what seems to be all 30,720 Springfieldians. So thank you to everyone for the comments. Also a huge thank you to the over 10,000 of you who voted in our poll, with over half of the votes for this attraction to be this month's featured video. As always, if there's an attraction you would like us to cover in a future video, leave a comment down below. You never know, your suggestion might be next month's video. Based on the animated television series The Simpsons, The Simpsons ride takes guests on a wacky and wild adventure with Homer, Marge, Bart, Lisa, and Maggie while visiting the fabulous Krusty Land. Krusty the Clown's Krusty-themed theme park that Krusty guarantees is in no way a shameless ripoff of other, better theme parks in Florida and California. Krusty's guarantee is neither legally binding nor othered in good faith, featuring animation that stars the voices from the show's award-winning cast on an 85-foot tall dome screen. The attraction allows guests to experience the longest-running sitcom on television in a brand new, exciting, never-before-seen adventure. Okay, so for me to properly tell this story of how The Simpsons relocated from Springfield to Universal Studios, I'm gonna need to get into my DeLorean, which I so totally own, accelerate to 88 miles per hour, and travel back to September 7th, 2006. Brace yourself, Back to the Future fans, it's about to get heavy.
There's that word again, heavy. Why are things so heavy in the future? Is there a problem with the Earth's gravitational pull?
Universal Studios Florida would announce on this date Back to the Future the ride would be closing to make room for an as-yet undisclosed
Alright guys, hold on, we're just gonna wait for Beef to get back.
At the time of the announcement, the attraction would officially close on March 30th, 2007. A few months after Florida's had closed, Universal Studios Hollywood would announce on August 3rd, 2007, their own version of the attraction would officially close on September 3rd.
Back to the Future, the ride was a hunk of junk.
As part of their new initiative for the parks in the early 2000s and beyond, Universal began to replace many of its current attractions that were based on movies from the 1970s and 1980s with popular movie franchises from the 1990s and beyond in an attempt to draw guests to the parks.
Alright, cool.
While the Back to the Future...
Alright,
This is old school Universal. I love this shit.
You really?
Except for Harry Potter. I mean, yeah, I loved it. I loved Universal. It was always my favorite theme park.
Really? Wow, I didn't know that. Like,
why? Do you have a different favorite theme park than I do?
No. I mean, I prefer the Universal and Islands of Adventure over Disney. That's for goddamn sure. 1000%.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. It just felt like there was always more stuff that interested me at Universal. Even when I was a kid, Disney never hooked me.
No. No. And it's too fucking expensive, man. Like, it's so...
Oh, yeah, nowadays, yeah.
God damn, man. The vacation that I just went on with fucking Kerrison, like... Originally I was going to take her to Disney and take her to the resort and do all the things and get the fast passes and just have, like, a 2-day pass in the park, or 3-day pass in the parks.
Oh, dude. And now they charge you for lightning passes and get in each lightning lane, and it's $15 to get priority seating and shit.
It's so garbage, man. It literally, at the end of just a 3-day sojourn to Disney and the parks and the resort and the lightning passes and all that shit, it would have been $3,000. And I was just like, $1,000 a day to go to Disney? And then you gotta pay all the money for all the food and all the bullshit there on top of that? I was like, fuck this.
You don't even have kids.
No!
So it's like, no. Like, when's the last time you watched Disney something?
Oh, like a Disney movie or something?
Yeah, like any Disney show or Disney movie. What's the last Disney thing you watched? We're not counting Marvel.
Shit. I don't even know. Like, Up? Maybe Up? I think Up was the last thing I saw that had anything Disney. And I don't even think that's Disney, right? That's Pixar. Or is it Disney?
That is Disney.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Pixar and Disney. Yeah, they're connected. They bought each other.
Yeah.
Disney bought Pixar.
So I don't... No, man. No. It does segue into our next topic, which is, we'll do a quick... Go ahead. What?
I thought we were just going to naturally get there. We didn't have to point out that we're segueing.
Well, that's fine. I'm the king of segues here. So, like, theme parks.
And in our quest to never talk about Pentiment again.
Yeah. Like, theme parks. Beef, when was the last time you went to a theme park? And was it everything that you remember now that you are a father to, 3 Howl at the Moon children?
The last theme park that we went to was Holiday World in Indiana.
What the fuck is Holiday World?
It's a theme park.
Wait, you go to a theme park about St. Patrick's Day and Arbor Day? Like, what the fuck is that?
No, it is actually a very well-known theme park. It's in Mick's book. Mick's first book about his favorite theme parks. It's Holiday World. Yeah, McFoley. It's the closest one to Nuggetsville.
Okay.
Other than like Six Flags by Atlanta and Who Wants to Go to Atlanta Willingly. So we packed up a couple friends from Dispatch. We brought their kids. This was like 4 or 5 years ago when our kids were too young to actually do anything, so we left them at home with Grandma. Gustavo Octavius came with us. He was like 10.
Mm-hmm.
No, he wasn't 10. That would have been 10 years. So he was like maybe 14, 15.
Mm-hmm.
But he came in. Holiday World is in Santa Claus, Indiana. Right,
Okay.
there's a Santa Claus, Indiana, and they have a Santa's Workshop, which is a big toy store in town.
Mm-hmm.
And this place actually has like roller coasters and shit. Like it has an inverted launch coaster.
Uh-huh.
Where you're almost laying flat. You're perpendicular to the floor under you, and it launches you. And my fat ass barely fit. Like I had to shrink my shoulders and pull my gut in for them to try and cram me in this seat. And they actually had the seats in front were designed for fat people, and they're like, "Oh, you are testing the limits of this policy."
I love that in order to go to the theme park, Beef had to put it on his Spanx, you know?
Yeah, no. Now, I was actually like 60 pounds heavier than I am now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can understand, but even then, it's like, ooh, this is, I'm going to stick to wooden coasters, because they had they had that great perpendicular launch coaster that you fly on. That was a lot of fun to do. It was a wonderful coaster. Right across, they have 4 other wooden coasters there at Holiday World.
Jesus.
And by the way, we went on the one that is directly across from the launch one, which I can't remember the name of it. We are never riding a fucking wooden coaster ever again.
That's what I was just about to say. Because when you talked about wooden roller coasters and you said there was multiple of them, I was like, God damn, this man must have been in traction getting off of them.
They have one badass metal coaster, which was that, the inverted launch coaster. That was great. We rode the wooden coaster, and I came out of it bruised.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it goes 70 miles an hour at one point, and I'm just bouncing around the whole time. My shoulder is, like, smacking Mrs. Beef in the head.
Yeah.
My knees are clacking together, and I'm, like, 35 at this time. I'm 41 now, and it's like, I cannot do this anymore. I cannot ride wooden coasters.
No. John agrees. He says wooden coasters are rough. They are.
How was it ever enjoyable? I remember liking wooden coasters when I was a kid. Why? Why was that ever a thing?
I'm guessing that we had the elasticity to be able to bounce back from it. Because, when you're a kid, you can literally fall out of a tree and then just shake it off, but now it's like, first of all, you're going to need a day to recover just to walk to the goddamn wooden roller coaster. And then you're going to need a day to recover after you have been on the wooden roller coaster. And Beef talked about it just a minute ago when he said that he was elbowing his wife in the face. That is the other part that's not so great about a wooden roller coaster, especially, let's just say, you're riding with judgmental Beef, all right? Like, me being a skinny Vinny, and it never fails. And I have tried multiple times to pick the side that I will ensure that I won't get fucking banana slammed by judgmental Beef during the goddamn roller coaster. It doesn't matter, because literally every single time Beef is literally beating the shit out of me because gravity is throwing him into me.
Right. Just shoulder checking him and squeezing him against the side of the rail car.
Yeah.
And oftentimes just doing that on purpose.
Oh, yeah. Beef did it on purpose multiple times, too. Literally hockey checking me directly into the corner of the fucking cart.
So one of the big selling points that Holiday World advertises is they have free parking and free sodas.
Wow, okay.
Which is probably why they make sure that their roller coaster seats accommodate fat people. Because, like, here's free sugar water every time you come on in. Enjoy.
No, yeah. Here's your 64-ounce big gulp of Diet Coke.
Yeah, fill yourself up with corn syrup to go along with your 3-foot-long hot dog with ranch dressing. Enjoy.
Oh, man, it's so I've told this story on stream before, but, like, it reminds me... I went to Dollywood once, and like I've been to Dollywood multiple times, and like, look, I'm not gonna clown on Dollywood. Dollywood is legit.
I like Dollywood, and I also like Dolly. I like them both.
Yeah, no, I love Dolly Parton, and then like Dollywood as a theme park, really good theme park. The food is fucking exceptionally shitty though. Possibly the worst food I've ever had at a theme park. And there was this old Yee tavern in Dollywood, and they had a kiosk outside where they're serving fresh corn, and not like corn on the cob, but just a fucking school elementary boat tray of corn. Like
loose corn off the cob just on a streetcar? Is that what?
Loose corn in a little pizza boat and while they were doing, and I wasn't really shocked by that, because I was just like, what?
Wait, was that the name of the stand? Was it Lou's Corn?
Lou's Corn, LOU''S, like Lou's Corn.
It's Lou's Corn.
Yeah, Lou's Corn. And like the part, I wasn't really horrified by the fact that they're just giving boats of corn to people. That's fine. Corn's great. I love corn. Like, but
by the way, if you're gonna serve corn, that's the unit of measurement I would like. Boatfuls.
Boatfuls, yeah.
I would like 3 boats of corn, please.
Yeah, the part that horrified me and literally made me vomit down the neck of my shirt is they're asking, and these are morbidly obese people, okay? Like these are, okay, we're talking East Tennessee, okay? Not
if you've ever been to Tennessee, morbidly obese.
Yeah, not the apex physical specimens that you would expect at Dollywood. And so the part that disgusted me and horrified me is that they have these boats of corn, and then they're asking patrons, they're like, would you like some butter with that? And I was like, okay, yeah, sure. They'll give them a little pat of butter, like some seasoned butter right on top. That sounds great. No, what they do is they get a giant fucking soup ladle, a literal soup ladle, and then dip it into this vat of melted butter. And then not only 1 soup ladle, but 2 soup ladles. I watched this obese trucker walk away with a boat of corn that was literally just liquid butter. And he's sitting there scarfing it down, loving it, just doing all the mouth noises. And I'm like, bro, that's fucking disgusting. I can't do it.
Oh, wait, you want some loose corn soup? It's just butter and loose corn.
Yeah, a loose corn butter soup. I was just like, so seeing that up close, I was like, oof, can't do it, man.
You can feel your arteries closing in real time as you walk up to Lou's Corn stand.
Yeah, it was just bad, man. Oof. And that's the other part is like, the theme park food, it's usually deep fried. Like it's not really all that dissimilar from county fair food. And county fair food is just, it's deep fried slop. And I understand why they do it, because for like health purposes, you probably have less counts of food poisoning if you deep fry the fuck out of everything, Right. So you have less concerns about people getting sick from eating your food. The only problem is, especially in Florida, like if you're outside in the blazing ass heat, 90 degrees, the last thing you want is something heavy and deep fried. Like I wish they just had more light, healthy options at fucking theme parks, but they don't.
But, and the last time you went to the fair is probably the last time I'm going to the fair.
Oh, yeah. The last time I went to the fair, I was like, I'm done with this. I am done putting my life in the hands of some methed out fair worker. I don't believe in it anymore. The veil has dropped.
So I have 2 stories regarding this. We went to the state fair here in Tennessee last year.
Uh-huh.
And, I made the great decision to ride the tilt-a-whirl with the kids.
Oof.
And, I'm taller now than I used to be.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as I get in there, and it's one of those ones where you're sitting inside the carved-out strawberry, and it goes up and down the hill, it's super fast, and it's spinning, and
the
shit.
Carved-out strawberry.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
It is. He's being accurate. He's not telling lies. That it's just I've never thought of it in those terms, and I've never heard of it explained in those terms.
So I'm in the spinning carved out strawberry that's going over the roundabout hills, and I literally bounce over one hill, hit my head on the top of the strawberry. And I'm spinning, and I get off the ride, and I realize I can't walk. And about 5-10 minutes later, it's like, wait a minute, I'm not on the ride anymore, and my brain is still sloshing back and forth in circles.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And that's when I realized that as you get older, you're more likely to get vertigo.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I tried to live with it and tried to tough my way through it, because it's like I used to ride these rides all the time. I used to ride the Gravitron, where it does nothing but spin in a circle and press you up against the walls. And I had to take the keys and go lay down in the car for the 3 hours while the rest of the family enjoyed the rest of the fair.
That's how you know when you're old, is that like, oh, your whole family's having fun? You need to go have a nap just so you can resume them having fun.
Wait a minute, I'm about to barf up this 18-inch corn dog that I paid $10 for with cheese sauce. Nope, I'm laying down in the car. Have a good time, folks.
Oh Lord, the Lou's butter boat took beef out. Like when you combined it with the carved out strawberry, as John said, the tilt-a-hurl. Like, and you mentioned the Gravitron, and oh God, man, I don't know how even as kids we were able to ride the Gravitron because like.
Right.
The last time I rode it, I literally felt like I had motion sickness for 3 hours. I was like, I can't do the Gravitron anymore, guys. I cannot do it.
Well, and here's the other thing is that nobody should ever ride fair rides.
No.
They are put together by the least paid, least capable people humanly possible.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So I go up to the ticket stand, which everything is automated now. They have a bank of computers that you put your card into, and it spits you out your tickets for the fair and your ride bracelets and whatever.
Correct.
And first things first, it's like $50 per adult to get into the fair for all unlimited rides. We end up spending like $140 on tickets to the fair for 5 of us.
Jesus.
Well, here's the thing that made me reconsider even getting on one of these rides at all ever. Is it was 2 days before the end of the fair, and they have a sign up on the ticket booth saying looking for help to take down the fair rides.
Uh-oh.
And the way that they were trying to entice people in Podunk, Tennessee, to come in at midnight, the closing of the fair, to break down the rides was top pay $13 an hour.
Oh, Lord. You're all right. If your ride attendants are being paid less than a Starbucks employee and or a local pool company tech, not so. It's a little scary.
My adult child, Gustavo Octavius Beef, makes $4 more than the people that set up and tear down rides at the fair.
Yikes. Mm-mm.
Working at Publix.
No, not good.
So, no, I will not trust one of them sumbitches ever again.
No.
Pass.
And that's
hard pass.
Even when I was going on the rides in Universal last weekend, like there is a part of me, as you know, an ancient developing man, like I felt like I'm looking at these rides and I'm just like, this is what white people do when they want to hurt themselves, you know? Like I feel like, look, if you remove, and like I love roller coasters, that's the hard part, is like I literally love them, but like
same here.
Every time I get on one, I'm just feeling like I'm like, do I really need to have this risk in my life? Like it feels like an inherent risk. And the funny thing is like I talked about it on the Discord, it's just like I may or may not have taken an edible right before I got into the park. And then the second ride that we go on, granted, was not an intense ride, thankfully. But the second ride that we go on, fucking Spider-Man, the 3D Spider-Man, it breaks while we're on the fucking ride. And I'm just literally sweating bullets the entire time, thinking to myself, I did this to myself. I didn't need to do this. If I had not gone on any rides, I would have a 0% chance of dying or being mauled on any rides.
By the way, completely on brand for the Spider-Man ride at Islands of Adventure. It has been breaking down since that ride got put in.
It sucks.
That ride is at least 25 years old.
And it looks it too, man.
Oh, it was fun. I always enjoyed riding it, but I would say at least 2/3 of the time it would break down, and all of a sudden you're looking down at nothing as it just sits there and flops, and without the videos going, it's like, oh, I'm in a shaking car.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I paid $150 for this ticket. I could have sat in the parking lot and just rumbled back and forth in my car and had the same experience.
John said I can't do the rides with video. I don't blame you, John, because like it does mess with your equilibrium. Like it, and on top of that, it's like, especially like Spider-Man the ride, it's in 3D. You wear 3D glasses. The 3D glasses that you wear and the 3D tech that they have, it is like literally you're looking at a Nintendo 3DS that occasionally spits water in your face. Like that's right. The entire ride.
Well, speaking of that though, I've realized the last time we went to Holiday World that I can't do like roller coaster parks anymore. I can maybe ride roller coasters if I slim down even further than I have. And it's like, you know what hits though is water park.
Really? You still
love
like
a
water
damn
parks?
Park.
No
I
shit.
love water
Wow.
parks now, dude.
Okay.
Those are the only parks I want to go to anymore. Is water park.
so you can fat dad your way through the lazy river.
Oh yeah. Me wearing my whatever nerd T-shirt I'm wearing. Yeah, you're fully afraid to go shirtless in the lazy river. Nope, got to be wearing my black band shirt with my American flag swimming trunks, floating on the biggest inner tube I can find through the lazy river for 5 hours. I love a water park, dude.
Oh man, I know too much
Water
about.
coasters are fun.
I know too much about water hygiene. I can't do water parks, man. Like,
That's fair. So the last time I went to a water park, they have one connected to Holiday World, Splash and Safari. We stayed there and rented a cabin in Santa Claus, Indiana. And we rented a cabin with us and the other two families we went with. And poor Gustavo was forced to sleep on the couch because we ran out of beds.
oh, poor him.
Yeah.
It's so brutal to have to sleep on a couch, you know?
So we spent one day at Holiday World. We spent the next day at Splash and Safari, which also has free parking, free sodas, and free sunscreen.
Oh, free sunscreen. I would like to clown on this place, but I'm like,
Genius.
yeah, like that's smart. Like that's super smart.
And it's all put next to each other. There's a big batch of sodas, and in between each soda fountain, there's just a giant tub of sunscreen that they keep coming out and filling back up. I'm pretty sure it's just mayonnaise at this point. But, I mean... so they have a water coaster at Splash and Safari that was a blast. They're really updated on shit. My resonant memory, though...
Mm-hmm.
is they have a thing like right at the beginning where there's a bank of tube slides that you go down, and you sit on the inner tube and you go down the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if anyone else knows the physics of slides, but when you're fat, you go further down there faster than everybody else.
Oh yeah, the density just accelerates you.
Right. Mass, once it starts moving, builds up some momentum.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
So we decided to have the great idea to put the wives on one raft and the guys on the next raft.
Wives and guys, makes sense.
Wives and guys. So Mrs. Beef and our friend Steph went down the raft and went down the slide, and we decided to go down the same slide. They go into the tube and they hit the water and they go putt 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 putt, and they get across to the edge where they're coming out. Well, the lifeguard, go ahead and waves us. Oh, they're down. Go ahead now.
Yep.
And it's me and my best friend Ben from Dispatch.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm 340 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And Ben is 270 if he's an ounce.
Mm-hmm.
And we come blazing down the slide. Like we hit we jump in the tube and we leaving fire tracks behind us because gravity is pulling us down so fast down this water slide.
Yeah.
We hit the water and we skim all the way across the pool, get all the way to the other side, and me in my water shoes boots Mrs. Beef in the temple. And I didn't want to laugh.
It's kind of hard not to. Yeah, it's kind of hard. You're literally hitting her with a Drew McIntyre kick, like.
I'm giving her a Claymore kick as it's going across, and it's like, wow, that. We should probably give them like a minute to get out before we go down the next ride behind.
Oh my god, it's fucking hilarious.
I felt so bad because I accidentally kicked my wife in the head. It's like oh, well, good job, baby. That's what you get for biting me when you were giving birth to my son.
And here's the thing: Beef's not a small guy. He ain't got no geisha feet. All right, like if you get slapped in the face by Beef's feet, you're getting hit with some mud sloppers. Like it's gonna hurt.
I wear a 14 5E shoe.
5E.
Yes, the extra wide shoes.
Jesus Christ, Fred Flintstone over here, foot assault. Like,
I think Andre the Giant wore a 17 something.
Oh my God. John said, water parks, you're in for a good time.
Waka waka.
Thank you for giving John the door, Vicer. I appreciate that. He needs it.
Thank you, Vicer. We appreciate you stepping up for us while we're sitting over here hitting with stories.
Good. Like, well, I wouldn't say hitting. Well, maybe you are,
no.
but I'm
Dude,
barely hanging on right now.
That was a perfectly good segment there.
No, it was. Yeah, no, I'm not dogging on your contribution. I'm dogging on mine.
Dude, you just taught me about boats of corn. So, I mean, I'm all for it. This is the most productive segment we've had recently.
Lose butter boat corn. I love it.
Lose buttered boat corn. Which, by the way, might be a Photoshop prompt soon. Lose buttered boat corn.
Yeah, for sure. Vicer, he has to get special shoes.
I mean, I do. I have to. There's a place here in town where I have to go to try and find shoes. And they always only have one, and if they're not like bright pink, I'm lucky. But I got some like straight black and gray running shoes, and they're the most normal shoes I've had. The only reason I went and bought new ones is because the other ones wore out and had holes in them.
Nice. I was like, you go to what is it, Journeys in the mall, and they're just like, they come out with 2 tissue boxes for beef.
No, it's loose buttered boat shoes.
Yeah, just the butter keeps you you away from blisters.
It's just actual boats that you put on your feet that has butter built into the side so you can slide them in easier. That's exactly loose buttered boat shoes.
All right, Beef, do you want to... Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Speaking of hitting while telling stories, wrestling.
Wrestling, okay. Well, I was going to say, I don't know how much time you have. You only got like 45 minutes, so...
Okay, yeah, we can...
I was going to say, if you have a Beef Spin Busy, let's do a Beef Spin Busy, and let's do the PC Casino.
Well, real quick, I want to go through and promote my side hustles, oldschoolvegas.com. No, wait, no, oldschoolhitsvegas.com.
There you go.
Yeah, you can get us on the Audioless app or get us oldschoolhitsvegas.com. You can enable us on Alexa, Old School Hits Vegas, and enable the skill. And then once it's enabled, say, Alexa, play Old School Hits Vegas. And you'll have the best classic throwbacks of the 60s, 70s, and 80s.
Can you put a link in chat? Because if you're going to shill yourself, you should definitely provide a link. And then 2, can you put a link in chat? That way we can look at the link and remember what the actual name of your fucking show is.
Oh, well, since you mentioned that, I think that's going to be the jumping off point.
Okay.
It's funny that you mentioned Old School Vegas Hits and the way that I keep messing up the name of the website.
He's literally been working this side gig doing kind of like a hybrid of terrestrial radio, and he's literally been saying the name wrong every single week. He's been fucking on the show.
Every weekend, Saturday, Sunday, 2 to 4 p.m. Pacific time. And you can come and listen to me doing really crappy VJ edits.
Oh man, it's hilarious.
Well, 6, I think with that prompt, it's that time again. It's time to check your Discord.
All right, let me check the Discord. Beef's been busy. Beef's got something he's been cooking up for us. Oh, what the fuck? Do I not have it on this guy? There it is. Okay, there we go. Bada bing. Beef's been busy. We did lose Beef on the webcam. Still haven't figured out what the fuck's wrong with it. We'll get to it next time. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's real good. That's real good. All right, hold on. My computer's saying I can't save there. I'm like, the fuck I can't. All right, there we go. That's...
You listen to me, computer.
Oh man, I wish I had more energy with which to react to this in the way in which it needs to be reacted to. This is very good, Beef. I love it. Beef took. Here you go, guys. Beef took a joke. Because when Beef was saying it incorrectly, Beef was saying the website incorrectly, it would be oldschoolvegashits.com instead of oldschoolhitsvegas.com. And Beef turned that into a graphic for us, Street Fighter 2. Vega, the character, oldschoolvegashits.com.
There you go. I thought you'd get a hit out of that one.
I especially love the claw that's impaling the fucking toilet paper roll.
Well, I put the legs in, and I'm like, wait, this needs something else. And, I don't have any claw representation. Oh, yeah, he's definitely going to be impaling a toilet paper roll.
I don't have any claw representation. That was the sentence.
Well, I mean that should be a quote, and put that in because I don't remember how to do the quote thing.
Oh God, I think it's exclamation mark ad quote.
Yeah, there you go.
That is, I like the font too, to be honest with you. Like, and I like the rose. You superimpose the rose there for all the Vega fans, everybody who knows Claw from Street Fighter 2. Like, he's a romantic. I also actually like the legs. Like, the leg placement looks good.
I was worried that it wouldn't look good with the proportion of the bowl.
No, well, the bowl is gigantic though. It's like,
Yes, they are.
it's a really big toilet bowl, but I have seen toilet bowls that big, so I don't think it's outside the realm.
Well, in my head, the lore for this goes that he's using E Honda's bathroom, so he needs a big bowl for that, definitely.
That makes sense. That's really good, Beef. I'm looking at it and I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, how did he even do the legs? How did he do the Photoshop for the legs? Like,
I had to spend a half hour looking through renders of Vega. And then I found one where you could see his legs separate from the rest of his body because he's a ninjutsu Spaniard.
Yeah.
So he's always crossing his legs and kneeling and putting it. I finally found one where I can separate his leg from the rest of it, and then I just flipped it horizontally so I can make his other leg.
That's really good. Like, I'm really impressed. Like, every time that we do a Beef's Been Busy, I'm eagerly looking forward to it because we have everybody here who has been on the BroDown. We remember, you can see in the graphics that we put into the slideshow when we're talking, like, everybody who's seen Beef starting with Photoshop, we have seen you progress and evolve over the year and a half that you've been doing it. Like, I'm really actually proud of you. Like,
yeah, I mean, all these extra skills that I'll never be able to apply anywhere else that I learned from Indian people teaching me on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, look, it's all about hustle and it's all about selling the sizzle. I mean, like, we've talked before on the show about how Beef basically bullshitted himself into the job that he has now and used it by editing a video of my fucking face, you know? Like, Beef, can you give a quick rundown for anybody who might not have heard that story? Very quick rundown of that story.
Well, I had 6 go through and, like, I told him, okay, move your head left and right, say something, flip off the camera. And I went through and edited out all the things. I redacted his face, which, I mean, everybody wants to do. That's a handy talent to learn, redacting Six's face.
Shut up.
So I went to this interview, and the only qualifications I had for the interview is, A, I worked at dispatch, so I can talk police. And I graduated with a degree in media 20 years ago that I've never applied to anything I've ever done. But because I had 6 show me how to get into Lightworks, and I looked up how to blur something in Lightworks, I made them a video, and my boss has actually come to me and said, that video is the only reason that you got this job.
Yeah, look at that.
She said, I appreciate the hustle. I appreciate that you went and actually displayed and made a video for us that you put onto YouTube. And now I'm happy you're here because you're doing all the ancillary stuff that nobody else wants to do.
Yeah, and well, the thing is though, after being in the dungeons of 911 dispatch, Beef was more than happy to do the shit work at body cam editing.
Well, that being said, we do have a school shooting that's going to be coming down the pike that we need to edit for 400 videos.
Holy shit!
And because the investigation is closed now, news companies and the general public can request those videos.
Oh.
So
they get to see your handiwork then.
No, because I told them that's a school shooting. I am not equipped to deal with it. Y'all can do it. I'll do everything else. I am not doing it. I'll have no part in it.
Oh wow, Beef putting his foot down. Like,
yeah, that is like the only thing I've ever denied to do with them. And to their credit, they said, okay, we understand. Mental health is paramount. It's we understand. We'll find someone that can do it.
Wow, this coming from a county establishment in Tennessee. I'm really surprised.
No,
like really surprised.
I was half surprised. I'm like, oh, they about to fire me. I mean, but but yeah, and the cost. Anyone who wants that videos can get it, but it's 400 videos. It is over like 3,000 hours of tape.
Whoa, Jesus Christ.
We charge by the hour.
Oh.
And so for them to have the order fulfilled, It's our hourly rate, which is something like $30-something an hour for 3,000. So anybody who has an extra $10,000 can have all of the public video that they want for it.
Wow. I mean, it makes sense now when news companies and evening news, they just play the same clip over and over and over again because that's all that they paid for.
You're right, exactly. We've paid for this. We're getting all we can out of it.
That makes a lot more sense. But the moral of the story, guys and gals, is always
take your claw off before you wipe your ass.
Oh my God! Is always throw it out there, you know? Because Beef came with this harebrained scheme, and I went along with it. And I told him, "Yeah, you should. What do you got to lose?" They say no. Like it was like, you know. And Beef was scrambling, and he was anxious about it when he turned it in. And lo and behold, the extra oomph that he did of him just throwing it out there got him the job.
Well, and the worst thing about it was after they interviewed me, they didn't tell me I got the job for 5 weeks.
Yeah, Beef was in between.
I was ready to be done with it. I had moved on in my head, be like, oh well, I did the Al Bundy, and just started walking back to dispatch.
Yeah.
And I had actually followed up with one of the HR people I'd been in contact with, and they said, oh, they've already filled the position.
Yeah.
Without saying that I was one that got the position.
Yeah, I was just like, God, they're literally sitting here and keeping you prostate and like in fear. You know, it's like the Survivor finale stretched out over 6 fucking episodes.
So there you go, Old School Vegas Shits. Make sure you head by there twice a day. OldSchoolVegasShits.com. The best classic throwbacks of the mid '80s and early '90s in shit form.
In shit form. Hold on, let me.
I thought of that joke, and it's like, oh, this Six would like this joke.
It was a very good joke. I loved it. It was fantastic. Let me catch up on chat, and then we'll do the Peppercorn Casino. Like. All
right, you catch up on chat. I will start writing out the.
All right, go for it. Shroom, what's going on, Shroom? Good morning, brother. How you doing, man? So, what did you think of Pentiment? Oh, Lord. Again, I don't think it's a bad game. It is not a bad game. Like, in terms of it being an interactive novel, being an interactive narrative, it's good. It's good in that regard. I do question some of the pacing in some of the parts of the story. Like, the pacing is a little whack-a-nut. Like, it takes you for a ride. I feel like it's about 25 to 30% longer than it needs to be. It needed to be edited down a little bit. I thought it was a very ambitious project. I think they did fantastic with the research and the history and getting everything in there. It was fantastic. I do not think it is a game that anybody should stream. Like, I just don't. I don't think it's going to be that. Yes, exactly, Shroom. I imagine it's probably a lot worse when you play like 30 to 45 minutes a week for over a year. You are correct, sir. We got to a point in early BroDowns where we played it for the entire stream, like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and it still took us a year and a half to get through it. So,
yeah, I'm angry that someone has brought it back up.
Yeah.
I never want to talk about this game again. I don't want Pentiment to be ever involved. We are changing the redeem. It is no longer one nug to play Pentiment. It is one nug to not talk about Pentiment ever again.
Yeah, that's also the downfall of the association of playing a game for over a year, is that your chatters and other people start to associate you with that. And
it is what you are known for,
yes.
Mr. Number One in Pentiment stream.
Yes, and neither me nor Beef wanted to be associated with Pentiment, you know? Like... So, but I don't think it's a bad game. I do not think it's a bad game. I just don't think it's a good stream game.
It is just not a good performative game.
No. Like, John, the toilet has been stolen from the local police station. Police say they've got nothing to go on.
Aha! Waka waka.
Jonathan. I barely have enough fuel to keep it running right now, John. Like,
that was a shit joke. John.
It was a shit joke. Keep punning though, John. I don't want to stop you. I'm not here to stem your flow and your creative juices. So.
Yeah, oh, is that what to stem his flow? Is that another toilet joke? Are you getting involved now?
Oh Lord, I'm gonna get involved with something. Zeta, John. I do love, that's the other beautiful thing about association with chatters and streaming and everything else, is that your chatters start to pick up on the exact same things that you do, and then they start doing it. And that part I love. I love that part. I love that John is known as a convicted doorknob here on the channel. Like, everybody knows that John will say something that'll make your brain shed a layer. Like...
Well, also, I think Zeta was getting involved because John is another name for turtlet.
Tortlet.
So it's John saying jokes about the John.
Yeah.
So he's a porta John. So I mean,
Shroom. So what other deep narrative game are you going to ruin for yourselves next? Beef was talking about like a new game that came out called Blueprints. I don't know anything about that game. Like,
yes. Blueprints. You need to start. It is a new game. It's a mainstream game. You need to strike while the iron's hot.
Sure.
You need to start playing that on your own and don't let chat backseat you. You working through and then quitting everything is how the comedy happens on that show.
Well, I just realized as I was saying out loud that, you know, it's a play on words. Blueprints. Yes. Like, yes. But in the way it's spelled, the actual game is Blueprints, like royalty, aristocracy,
right.
A prince, but it's Blueprints. Okay, I didn't realize right. John, Blueprints, it's all about architecture.
Yeah, right. It's a game you can build on.
It's a game you can build on. All right. You ready for the PC Casino?
You ready to transition?
Yeah, okay, give me 1 second. Let me get some Caesar's Palace music going, because that's what the segment needs. Like, all right, let's do this. Come over here, Caesar's Palace, OST. There we go. We got to hear this tinny piece of shit repeatedly.
Well, you got to play the video first.
I will. I'm getting there. Okay, we got that playing in the background. We paused the... Okay, we're good. All right, you guys ready? We're going to switch over. We're going to do a transition here. Going to do a little transition. Let me make sure that's there, and then that's there. All right, you guys ready? Yeah. All right, cool. There it is, boys. We're here in the Peppercorn Casino. Oh, no, we're not. I put it in the wrong fucking overlay. Hold on, guys. I need to turn into a spooky pug. Yeah, okay. We turned into a spooky pug. We're back.
It was important for us to do that, obviously.
Indeed. All right, guys. Beef has opened the Peppercorn Casino. Beef, you want to explain the rules of the Peppercorn Casino? Give us a rundown.
All right, guys. The Peppercorn Casino has been opened. It is the way this works is I have 10 questions in front of me regarding some silly game that we have developed. And this time it's going to be our first repeat. We're going back to Chrono Trigger.
Nice.
It's going to be 10 time frame based questions.
Okay.
And we will decide if he gets exactly 6 right, which I will always bet on 6. I bet 5,000 of York's peppercorns. And you can either bet on exactly 6 with me and share in my prize. You can bet on more than 6 or less than 6. Bet as many peppercorns as you want. If you bet more, you may win more, as long as you get the right selection. Now, we are playing the Peppercorn Casino today because I never want to talk about Pentiment.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to acknowledge that this game existed.
Yeah.
And the reason for that is because of how long we played the game.
Yeah.
So I have developed a Peppercorn Casino Chrono Trigger style based entirely on Pentiment.
Oh, wonderful. Are you for real?
We finished playing Pentiment today, so now you get to do a quiz about the time frame of Pentiment.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Beef. What are you doing, man? God damn it. Okay. All right. Like, by all means.
6?
By all means, boys, he opened the Peppercorn Casino, belly up to the bar, cashed your bets, always participate in the Peppercorn Casino. You have nothing to lose except for channel points, and to be honest with you, even if you lose them, you'll get them back anyways, so...
I kind of figured that you, being the #1 Pentiment streamer of all time, you are obviously ready for a Pentiment Peppercorn Casino quiz.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Of course.
So... go ahead and pimp your YouTube real quick while I tell everybody how that relates.
Okay. All right, guys. If you want to come and hang out at the Discord, here's the Discord. By all means, you can watch me and Beef fucking bicker like brothers at the Discord. And if you want to check out the YouTube, all the archives, all the BroDowns, all the outside the lenses, they're all there in categorized playlist format. That way you can enjoy all the content strikes I get by playing any of the streams that we play.
So I use Six's YouTube, and I looked back through the archives, and I found the first episode that we played Pentiment on.
Are you for real?
Do you know the date of that episode?
Fuck no, I don't. No.
October 1st, 2023.
Wow.
We have played Pentiment for almost 19 months.
Jesus Christ.
So, the way Chrono Triggered is going to work today is I have 10 subjects for you, and you tell me if it happened since we started Pentiment or before we started playing Pentiment.
Okay. All right. So what was the date again? October.
Did this happen before or after October 1st, 2023?
Okay, October 1st, 2023. Gotcha. Before or after. Okay, I understand the rules of the game.
So that's why it's Chrono Triggered, time-based things, and it definitely triggers 6 because we're using Pentiment as the basis of time.
Definitely. 1000%. All right, we got our...
19 months!
It's too long. It's too long. All right.
Well, hold on, we still got just a second left in the betting. So get your final bets in now that the Peppercorn Casino's open. 6, how do you feel about doing a Pentiment-based quiz on the day we finish Pentiment?
Well, when you explain the rules to me, I'm like, okay, it's not actually about Pentiment. It just revolves around. Yeah, because I was like, oh God, Beef, what are you doing, man? I was like, this is your show. Why are you kamikazing it live on stream? But now it makes more sense, and it won't be that bad.
I honestly, I tried to research. I tried to look things up to do like actual Pentiment questions. Like I was looking up top 10 trivia about Pentiment, and it was all so esoteric, and all of it was based on actual history, which I know you don't know shit about. So it's like, no, we're just gonna make Pentiment the jumping off point for this time-based question. We haven't done Chrono Triggered in a little while. I needed to make a format for it. What do you think of the graphics for these? I mean, we're just so professional.
Yeah, exactly. I only saw the graphics when I was putting them in the overlay, so to be honest with you, we're all gonna figure them out together because working off of like 150 minutes of sleep right now. So.
All right, betting is closed. Are we ready to get into your Pentiment-based time quiz?
We are ready. Correct. All right, we got the first graphic. It's up. Is that Michael Vick?
No, that is definitely not Michael Vick.
Okay.
That is Darius Slay.
Oh, okay.
Big Play Slay is who that is.
Big Play Slay. He plays for the Eagles.
Yes, he plays for the Eagles. I wonder what gave it away. Is it the giant eagle that's on his shoulder?
Yes, that is exactly what it was. Like, yeah. Otherwise, I'd have no idea. I'd like the Mariners. He plays for the Mariners.
All right, so this is specifically from a Super Bowl that the Eagles lost. Because you can tell by the colored confetti that aren't Eagles colors right there.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, also him being sad and downtrodden and crestfallen kind of gave it away.
Yeah, looking like he's ready to kick a bag full of kittens. So, yeah, I got you.
Nice.
So, your first time frame. The last time the Eagles lost a Super Bowl. Before we started Pentiment or after we started Pentiment?
Oh, that's a good one. The last time the Eagles lost a Super Bowl. Okay, they went to the Super Bowl this past year.
They did.
And they won. I know they won.
They did.
Because you were gloating like crazy.
Oh, they're super happy about it. Yep.
And I think they went to the Super Bowl the year before, too, right? Like, it was them... I want to say it was the Buccaneers? Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Like, I'm going to say before Pentiment. I'm going to say they lost the Super Bowl before we started playing Pentiment.
The last time the Eagles lost a Super Bowl was February 12th, 2023. So before we started Pentiment.
Okay, very good. All right, we're on the board, boys. It's 1 out of 10.
So yeah, one for one. Good job there. They lost the Super Bowl for 2 years ago for the season. They lost to the Chiefs, and this year they came back and beat the Chiefs. So there you go.
Gotcha. Wait, what? Were they at the Super Bowl last year?
Last year they started out 10-1 and had the best record in the league, and then lost like 7 of the last 8 games.
Oh,
and got
Jesus.
bounced out by the Buccaneers in the first round of the playoffs.
Lord, I was gonna say the only way I would know that the Eagles even went to the Super Bowl is from beef. Like that is the only way I knew. Like I had no preliminary knowledge outside of beef.
It was such a bad collapse to end the season that we wanted the head coach fired, and then he turned around and won the Super Bowl this year. So it's like, oh, well, we don't know shit. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I was gonna say they kept the peasantry happy. No tassing revolt. You know.
Exactly. All right, so you're 1 for 1. The next question.
Mm-hmm.
I switched jobs before or after we started Pentiment.
It was after. It was definitely after. Yeah, it was after because we were because I remember I was like, Beef, give us some 911 stories during Pentiment. So I was like 1000%. It happened after you got the job after Pentiment, definitely.
That's correct. I started there February 1st, 2024. So I've been there a little over a year now. So.
Is it your dream job? Is it still everything that you wanted it to be?
Yes, because it's not dispatch.
Yeah. It's like beef.
I mean, it's the most money I've ever made in my life. I can basically set my own schedule. My boss is totally cool with if I need to take days off or if I need to work from home. It's like the only thing that could be bad is I'm not even gonna say it because I don't want to jinx it.
No, that's fine. Like by all means. And here's the thing. The thing about beef is like beef will chew through a lot of shit. And he will get to a point where it becomes his new normal and he will be content in it. I mean, not content. He'll hate every fucking minute of it, but he'll be like, well, this is what it is. It is what it is. So
this is what I got to do to make money and have insurance.
Yeah. So beef will endure. And so like anything that is like even a skosh improvement over what he had, he's living the life of Riley.
It's like the line in The Departed where it's I'm Irish, I can live with something being wrong for the rest of my life.
So we're 2 for 10?
Yeah, 2 for 2. You're
2 for 2. All right, cool.
2 out of 2.
Very
Next
nice.
graphic.
All right, next graphic.
All right, the latest Batman cartoon debut.
What?
Before we started Pentiment or after we started Pentiment?
I didn't even know there was a latest Batman cartoon. Like,
oh yeah, it's on Amazon Prime.
Oh really?
It's called Batman Caped Crusaders.
Does it Crusaders like plural?
Yeah, Crusaders plural.
Oh, is Kevin Conroy in it?
No.
Garbage. Garbage.
I mean, he may have died. I can't remember if this was before he got sick or after he got sick.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't even know if Kevin Conroy's still alive. Who does the voice of Batman in the new one?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
I mean, I'll look it up if you want to vamp and try and figure it out.
Nah, that's okay. Chat, look that up for us. Who does the new Batman voice in the Batman cartoon? Okay, I'm gonna say it came out before Pentiment. This is a little dicey one because I don't know, and there's a possibility it came out in the last year. So I'm going to say before Pentiment.
All right, it looks like it might be Hamish Linklater.
I don't know who that
idea
is.
Who that is.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, Hamish Linklater.
Hamish?
Who the hell is Hamish?
Wow. Like Hamush?
Yeah, he's American actor and playwright. Yeah.
Hamish.
That's what it says. His name is Hamish.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what you want me to tell you.
No, that's fine. I mean, look, if you're a voice actor, your name can be whatever the fuck. It doesn't really matter. But like,
I mean, you're not wrong.
Imagine seeing that on the marquee, the Hamish.
Oh, the Hamish! Look at that, the Bruce Wayne. Yeah, the good man.
Obviously, the Hawaiian Samoan, right? Like.
Right. Exactly. Definitely. All right. So, what was your answer for the release of the latest Batman cartoon?
Before Pentiment.
Batman Caped Crusaders debuted on Amazon Prime August 1st, 2024.
Oh, fuck. It was after Pentiment.
No, it was since we've started Pentiment. You're 2 for 3.
Lord God, the whole block of time is such a blur.
I know. That's why this quiz is fun for me. Because it's like it's all meshes together for you.
It does. It definitely does.
I'm going to get a lot of use out of that Batman drawing, I'm sure of it.
No, really?
I already used it for him, actually. So.
That's true.
All right, number 4. You're 2 for 3 so far.
Mm-hmm.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Oh.
Did it come out before we started Pentiment or after we started?
Oh, shit, man. I haven't even seen Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Like,
It was really good. I enjoyed it, as long as you're okay with animal torture.
I'm not. I'm not. I do love animals. I don't like animal torture. Why? Do they beat up Rocket the raccoon or whatever?
No, well, the majority of the movie is about Rocket's backstory. So him being
Oh.
scientifically experimented on
Okay.
by the High Evolutionary.
Okay.
Which, by the way, should probably be your pseudonym online, is the High Evolutionary.
The High Evolutionary. Emphasis on high. Definitely. Like, okay. Guardians of the Galaxy 3. We played Pentiment for 1.5 years. I'm going to say it came out before Pentiment, because I don't feel like it came out in the last 1.5 years.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was released May 5th, 2023. So it was before Pentiment.
Okay,
Good job.
very good, very good. That's what I was wondering. I was just like, but the thing is like, in my brain, I'm like, I would have known. I would have known if a big Marvel movie got, but they've been pooping them out every 4 months. I
Yeah, they have.
I stopped losing track, man. I can't keep up with Marvel anymore. I would like to go back and watch some Marvel movies because I do like Marvel movies, but
You should. Now you have the time to watch all of them.
I know I've been on a big movie kick lately too. I've been watching movies like crazy.
They were selling tickets when Endgame came out. So what? 6 years ago since Endgame came out, they were selling tickets for one of the local theaters around here in Nuggetsville. Watch all of the Marvel movies in chronological order.
Holy shit!
Your ticket is good for all 32 hours of Marvel movies back to back.
Wow. I mean, that's actually a good ploy, though. Like,
Right.
I don't know anyone who would want to sit through 32 hours of Marvel movies, but I'm sure there are people out there.
And imagine the people that you're sitting next to who want to watch 32 hours continuously of Marvel movies.
The stench.
The amount of depression and neckbeard would rival a magic convention.
Oh, yeah, definitely. 1,000%. Like, you could smell them coming a mile away. Like, that's brutal.
Well, and especially if you're stuck in the same building with them for 32 hours, you probably will smell them coming.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Oh, Jesus.
All right, number 5. You're 3 for 4. You're doing well.
Not
doing
bad.
Very well. You're on pace
Not
to
bad.
win this one. 6 was Street Fighter 6, released before or after we started playing Pentiment.
Oh, God, that's hard. That's hard, because it was right there, right at the same time, because I remember we did a BroDown with Street Fighter 6, and I can't remember if we were already doing Pentiment at that point, though.
You got your ass whipped, and you got like DJ 4 times in a row.
No, I did. Oh, God, I've never had DJ so many times in my entire life. Like,
He was your main after that, I think.
Shroom said, break out the Depends. It's time to spend 32 hours in the theater. Yeah, I was gonna say you don't want to go to the bathroom during Miss Marvel or anything like.
Oh no, can't miss a thing, because otherwise you'll never catch up.
John said I topped out watching all the extended Lords of the Rings in a row. That's a solid like.
That's a good 18 hours, I think.
Is it 18? I was gonna say like 12 or 13 hours, but I don't actually know how long the extended cuts are.
12 to 18 hours, which just goes to show that we don't know how to tell time based on Pentiment.
No, God, no. Pentiment has warped our sense and reality of time. Like,
how many times did we say we were close to finishing that game?
Literally the last 5 months of it. Like,
Oh, more than that, Chief. I think last Christmas we were saying we think we're close to the end.
yeah, literally that is probably the most oft-repeated line on the BroDown is like, guys, we're really close to the end. It has to end. There can't be more left. And then, of course, there's another chapter after we got done with that one. I'm gonna say Street Fighter came out Street Fighter 6 came out before we started doing Pentiment. It is right there on the line, though, man. I'm gonna say before, but I'm not sure.
Street Fighter 6 was released June 2nd, 2023. It is before we started Pentiment.
Wow, holy shit, man! I can't believe Street Fighter 6 is already like over two years, well, almost 2 years old.
Almost 2 years. Yeah.
Wow, god damn, man. Fuck.
Where does the time go when you're not doing anything fun?
Yeah, the John said 12 hours 6 minutes for the Lord of the Rings extended. Okay, 12 hours that's still a clip. That's still a clip.
But that's only the first 3 movies, I think. Yeah. That's not the second set of 3 or whatever.
That's true. Yeah, The Hobbit and all that shit.
Sticks, you're 4 for 5. You're doing amazing with this. Let's see how you do on the back half.
On the back half.
Here's your boys, the ICP.
You know it.
6 was ICP's last album, Yum Yum Bedlam, released before we started Pentiment or after we started Pentiment.
I didn't even know their last album was called Yum Yum Bedlam. Like,
yeah, Yum Yum Bedlam. They've got 2 sets of Joker's cards now.
Really? There's 2 sets?
Yeah, 2 separate sets of Joker's cards. Yes.
Oh, why are there 2 sets? I don't understand that.
I didn't get into the whole lore behind it, but there's just another set of Joker's cards because it's. We had a gimmick, and we need to redo the gimmick so we can make more money off the gimmick.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, look, you know, I imagine if you're still an ICP fan after all these years, you know that they've been scraping the bottom of the barrel for quite some time.
Actually, I think like the last 2 albums before Yum Yum Bedlam were their highest ranking albums on the sales list.
Really?
But that's only because they've become iconic at this point. Everyone knows ICP, and so I mean that sort of thing.
Yeah, no, I mean they kind of have like the cultural resonance of like Weird Al, you know? It's like it doesn't matter what the quality of the album is, it doesn't matter how many they put out, there will always be Weird Al fans, you know?
Plus, at that point, who is buying albums except for the most hardcore of fans?
Yeah. Yeah.
So definitely. I mean, you know, those are the last people buying albums are the people who really want. You know, ICP fans, Juggalos are dedicated.
Oh god, yeah. Oh, they're very, very dedicated, very passionate. Like I'm gonna say Yum Yum Bedlam came out before we started Pentiment.
Yum Yum Bedlam came out October 31st, 2021.
Wow. Holy shit.
So before we started Pentiment.
Okay, so it's been almost 5 years since they've released an album? Or no, 4 years.
They do have a new one coming out this summer.
Oh, okay. Well, good for ICP.
I don't know what it's called. But,
look, I love to clown on ICP.
I've always loved these guys. I mean, you know.
I love to clown on them, but like
they're kind of weird.
Yeah, look, they're hustling, they're grifting. All right, they figured out something that works, so let them do it. Like I'm all for it.
Plus, the latest interview I saw with Violent J is him sitting in a newsroom being interviewed by somebody, and he's like, I'm sorry for the short answers. The mushrooms are kicking in.
I love that Violent J literally had to take himself off touring like a year and a half ago because basically his heart was giving out. He had major heart damage from 1, being fat and not taking care of himself, and 2, I think he had COVID and COVID fucked him up real bad. And then he's still doing interviews under the influence of mushrooms.
Right. And I think he had that match last year where he tried to do the flying jalapeno moonsault and landed on his head.
Yeah, bad. I
showed you the video for that one.
At the very least, nobody will ever disagree with the argument that Violent J died as he lived, you know?
No kidding. All right, you're 5 for 6. You're killing it with this. I told you, you're number 1 in Pentiment. You're doing good.
Number 1 in Pentiment.
All right, number 7. Cody Rhodes became WWE champion before or after we started Pentiment.
Oh man, that's hard. Because I knew it was a major to do right around the time in which we started Pentiment, because Cody Rhodes was basically on the wheelhouse. It was on the track to basically be WWE champion, world champion, and then they kind of took it away from him, and they made him lose it to Roman Reigns, or they made him lose to Roman Reigns.
This was in the middle of Roman Reigns' I think almost 4-year stretch as WWE champion.
Yeah, and so it's just like, I'm gonna say he became WWE champion after Pentiment.
Cody Rhodes became WWE champion April 7th, 2024.
Yep.
After we started Pentiment.
Yep, it makes sense.
He is 1 year as champion. He'll be defending it next Sunday against John Cena at WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas.
Do you think they're gonna make Cody lose?
It kind of seems like they're building that way.
Yeah, because
they had Cena do the heel turn and everything, and they've been lighting each other on fire during promos. They've been doing great.
I feel like, especially with it being his farewell tour, John Cena's farewell tour, like I don't think they're gonna make John Cena lose a championship, because they would want him to basically be champion during that farewell tour so that he can lose the title at the end of it.
Well, and he's got the new heel thing going on, plus one more world title has him beat Ric Flair for the all-time record.
Oh, yeah. Titles. Okay, that makes sense then.
And
yeah, they're going to.
I'm sure they would love to stop mentioning Ric Flair at any time that they're able to.
God damn, bro.
All right, you are 6 for 7.
No, we're doing good. I'm doing real good.
You're doing well. You're doing well. I actually need to check on something real quick, because I didn't write down all the details of this one, so vamp for a second.
All right, we're vamping. Beef's got to check his oldschoolhitsvegas.com to make sure that he still has a job, a side gig.
I'm sorry, old school Vegas shits.
The old school Vegas shits, like the job that he's not getting paid at. You don't get paid for it, right?
Right, I do not get paid currently. I'm under a I'll pay you if I sell advertising thing.
That's what I'm saying, is like, when does money actually come a part of the equation? You know, like.
We're actually. He just sent me a thing saying that we are the #2 radio station on all of Autolus.
Wow. Okay.
So within a month and a half of opening, we were the #2 ranked station overall.
And we have all of the LCDs and tenderloins to thank for that. Like.
Yes. We were actually only 51 hours listened to hours away from being the #1 station in all of Autolus.
Who's beating you?
So, I don't know how to make a joke about that.
It's Dave Ramsey reruns. Like.
Nope, it's not. Some popular rap hit station, I think, is what is what's beating us.
Gotcha.
So,
okay.
I mean, it's hard to go up against the hippity hops. I understand.
Yeah, no, for sure. I don't blame you there.
All right, so I had to check up something on clarification.
Okay.
Season 2 of House of the Dragon came out before or after we started Pentiment.
Okay, that's an easy one. I know that one. Like, I did watch the first season of House of the Dragon, and I liked it. I thought it was good. Like, I would like to rewatch it, because I haven't seen the second season, but like. I thought that they were maybe going in the right direction versus where they went with Game of Thrones. Like, I mean, that, or at least it shows promise and potential. I haven't seen the second season, so I can't speak to it yet. But
right, lots of promise and potential, as opposed to Benioff and Weiss deciding, I want to be done with this. How can we shit out an ending? Yeah,
for real. They sold themselves out for Star Wars and then fucked up Star Wars. So
right.
I know this one. It's easy. This one came out after we started Pentiment. This season 2 came out after, because I remember seeing it on HBO and I was like, oh shit, season 2's out. And I was like, I need to watch it. So it definitely came out after.
Season 2 of House of the Dragon was August 4th, 2024.
Correct.
It was after we started Pentiment. Very
Makes
good.
sense.
Look at you. You have already beaten 6. The correct answer for this quiz was more than 6. No matter what answers he gets correct from here on out, more than 6 has won. He is 7 of 8.
That's right, guys.
He has cemented his position as #1 in Pentiment knowledge.
Yeah, okay, sure. Pentiment knowledge. John, everybody loses.
Definitely, you should definitely have let's find out what happens if you cash out the winner that nobody picked.
I don't know. I'm not sure what happens.
Science experiment. We need to find out.
We'll find out.
Number 9, John Wick, Chapter 4, the last currently in the John Wick series, came out before or after we started Pentiment.
Oh, that's a hard one, because I have not been keeping up to date on John Wick movies. I saw the first 2, and they were good. They were really good. Like, I'm glad that Keanu Reeves found a role where he doesn't actually have to act.
He's not a bad actor per se.
Okay. Like, I like Keanu Reeves as a human being. As an actor, I think he's a terrible actor. He's not a good actor. He's so fucking wooden. Him and David Duchovny are like the same tier for me. So I think he's good at action. Like I don't like, and I know he does a lot of his own stunts, and like he's a good human being, but I do not find Keanu Reeves to be a good actor.
Right.
John said, I think the nugs just evaporate. Peppercorns.
Possibly.
You can still call them nugs. It's okay. I'm gonna say, oh shit, our music changed. I'm gonna say the last chapter, or the most recent chapter of John Wick came after we started Pentiment.
John Wick Chapter 4 was put out March 24th, 2023.
Oh shit.
So before we started Pentiment.
Wow, no joke. I didn't even know. It was like, are they doing
actually,
another movie?
They actually have the next one. It's kind of a spin-off. It's the ballerina. It's Ana de Armas becoming John Wick Light, and the trailers actually show her fighting John Wick in the movie. So it's like a prequel type thing.
Okay, all right, sure.
But there is rumbling that there is John Wick Chapter 5 coming, and Keanu signed on for the next one, even though he died in the fourth one. Spoilers for a 2-year-old movie.
Yeah, no, I was just like, how are they gonna do that? Like, it's like it's Hollywood. They can do whatever they want, really. Like, it doesn't matter.
It's the same one that he faked his death. Okay, sure, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, basically, it's the money. The money is what made it.
Yeah,
like...
the money brought him back alive. It's amazing how that works. Just like Magic Johnson.
First of all, that was a good joke, but the fact that Beef had to do a Magic Johnson reference.
Well, who's somebody with money that he's all of a sudden doesn't have AIDS anymore. Magic Johnson, that guy.
I mean, look, if you got a lot of money, you can basically beat any sickness, you know?
Well, apparently the thing, and it sucks because it cost him his NBA career, but he had 2 false positives, which is like a statistical almost impossibility.
Oh, no shit.
So, speaking of things with money that may or may... Nope, not going to make that joke. All right, number 10. You're 7 for 9. You've still done well.
Yes.
Better than anyone thought you would, obviously.
Correct. Oh, yeah.
The Village People had their last #1 hit song before or after we started Pentiment.
Wow. It's funny because like I feel like this is a retread. Beef it's his go-to about the Village People for some reason.
No, I like my joke callbacks, especially if I'm making a callback from 7 weeks ago.
Yeah. I think it was like 7 weeks ago you said that they were in the Billboard top 100 or whatever for a recent release. I'm going to say they did it after we started Pentiment.
The Village People's last #1 hit was September of 2024.
Yeah.
Because all the boomer Republicans caught Donald Trump playing YMCA at a rally, and all of a sudden it becomes the #1 song on the chart.
Which is so hilarious to me. It's
so hilarious.
It's on par because you got a lot of homophobic people dancing to the YMCA. And then on top of that, it's on par to like alt-right Republicans listening to Rage Against the Machine and not getting any idea of the context.
Well, not only that, there are a bunch of homophobes supporting a band that I think was 2/3 gay.
Yeah.
But also a song about charitable organizations, which they would know nothing about charity.
No.
So, I mean,
none.
That too. So there you go, Sigs. There's the latest episode of Pentiment-based Chrono Triggered. Congratulations. You have proven yourself knowledgeable in the verses of Pentiment. You are 8 out of 10 correct. The winning answer, more than 6 on today's Peppercorn Casino.
All right, guys, let me answer the prediction here. It was more than 6.
Right.
And the result is...
Nobody thought this would happen.
Nobody thought this would happen. Nobody. Nobody wins.
Nobody gets peppercorns. Those peppercorns have disappeared.
No different than your average BroDown show. Nobody wins, you know? Like... I
mean, once again, I have technically stolen everybody's peppercorns. It's just I didn't steal them for myself.
Yeah, that's true. Like, God damn, it's hilarious. I love it. Like,
that is super funny. That's it for the Peppercorn Casino. I hope you guys enjoyed watching Six work his way through Pentiment time-framed history. Congratulations. Oh, yeah. Six, what did you think of Chrono Trigger today?
It was good. I actually, to be honest with you, like, the Peppercorn Casino, the segments with you are my favorite part of the BroDown because...
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, no, for real. I mean, I bitch about it because of the fact that I have to fucking put shit into the overlay or whatever. But to be honest with you, Beef does it so... Like, he's got it well oiled at this point that it's really not that hard to do. And so it's just like, I'm actually a huge fan because it's like you're taking a segment and you're putting a spin on it and you're doing all sorts of weird things with it. And so it's like, I'm a huge fan. Beef's, he's keeping it fresh. He's keeping it schmixed. Like, without a doubt, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck. I don't think there's sound playing through the, it's fine. But no, I'm a huge fan. Like, I like the fact that you have taken a segment, first of all, made it your own. And then on top of that, you schmix it up. You don't let it get stale. And it's like you add variations, and the variations are entertaining. So, huge fan.
Well, I'm working on the quiz for next week's or next BroDown. The current game that I have thought of in my head is Circle Jerk. So we're gonna completely keep switching things up and making it weird. The next game idea I have is tentatively called Circle Jerks. It's gonna. I'm ripping off the bonus round from Card Sharks. Do you remember that game show?
Yes, I do actually. Yes.
I originally was just gonna name it Card Sharks, but I was like, there's not much cards in this one, so we're gonna go with Circle Jerks.
Fantastic. We love to hear it.
Well, that's what we're going with. Do we have anything else you feel like you want to talk about tonight? WrestleMania next week?
No, God, I don't want to talk anymore. I'm so tired. It's just like I'm happy over the fact and I'm grateful over the fact, even with like technical issues right at the beginning. I was like, I don't give a fuck. I was like, I'm doing this goddamn stream today. I was just like, there's too much riding on it. We promised the people that we had finished Pentiment. Beef put a lot of work into his shit, and I was just like, we're making it happen. It's gonna fucking happen. And so,
real quick, speaking of me putting a lot of work into shit, how did Retire Mania go?
Oh God, it was a thing. All right, out of all the streams that I have done, it is definitely one of them. All right, like I went back and listened to it, and because like when I got off the stream, I was just like, that was a mistake. Shouldn't have done that. That was. I was just like, you know, and I listened to it back, and the first 3 hours, it's not a bad stream. Like, you know, it's like I'm taking a subject that nobody wanted to hear about, and you know, I turned it into a 4-hour tirade. And it is entertaining. I do feel like I succeeded in the fact that it's entertaining, but I feel like I fell into the ego trap of being a streamer and thinking that everybody wanted to hear me talk about retiring for the pool business for 4 hours. And there were people who supported, and there were people that were there the entire time. There were people who were interacting the entire time, but...
And God bless those people.
Yeah, oh God, yeah, definitely. I'm just like, between all the streams that I do with borked audio or all the streams that I do that nobody requested or asked for, I'm just like, people are still showing up. They're still hanging out. They're still supporting. So like, I talked to Vicer about it later, and Vicer, he had the best consensus. He's like, you should have just talked about retiring for 30 minutes and then played some games. And I was like, and he's right, I should have. Like, I got too lost in the sauce, and I was too creative, and I thought it would be something that everybody would want to listen to. And again, I'm not dogging on it because there were people there. There were people who did listen to it, but I feel like going forward.
Plus, you got 4 of the best graphics you've ever had.
Yeah, that's true. I did get some really good graphics. I gotta pay you today. I forgot about that. Like
Oh, hey, okay. I am getting paid. All right.
Yeah, you are getting paid. Yes, I'll send you Amazon money because for whatever reason my Venmo will not allow me to send money out. So like,
what?
Yeah, I know. I can't understand it either. I'm not sure. I tried to figure it out.
I think your Venmo is just going, oh, he never has this much money in his account. It must be fake.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, yeah, it would be no surprise that, you know, any time in which I try to interact with technology, it fucks me. So like, but I think it was good in the sense that you can reflect and you can look back and you can be like, okay, I tried that. It didn't work necessarily to the way in which I wanted it to. That's okay. No harm, no foul. I tried it. I made it work. It was a stream. Going in the future, I will put a little bit less into my own ego and what I think people want, and just try to actually give people what they want. So,
I mean, that's fair. It's rough sometimes figuring out when you're being too artsy and when you're making too much of a thing out of it. But at the same, you tried something.
Yeah, I tried something, and it's okay. Like I said, there's still good entertainment that I can get clips out of it. So it was a plus all the way around. But I also did the streamer cardinal sin, which is like, if you go into a stream, you have to have no expectations, and if you go in with expectations, you're going to be sorely disappointed with them. So.
I would like to point out to everybody, this has not been announced yet. It is an official announcement for the first time. As part of Six's retirement, we are going into game development.
Oh, we are!
We're going to be making our own game. We tentatively have storyboarded a new game called Pentiment.
Pentiment.
Where we talk about a murder plot involving the church and 1400s medieval pools.
Beef, I'm showing you the door. I am showing you the door for that one. That one is... Beef literally went on this tirade, cursing out Mushroom for bringing Pentiment back up, and he just loops it back into a shitty pun.
No, the only reason I did that, the only reason I railed against Pentiment so much as I did, was because I knew I had a quiz based on Pentiment. So I'm layering the bit, getting ready to set up for my bit that I'm doing later.
Shroom, my strategy is just, quote, fuck the viewers, I'm just playing the game. And to be honest with you, that is the right strategy. You should stream whatever you want to stream, however you want to stream, because that's what you want to do. Like...
Right, fuck the viewers, I'm just playing the game, also called a Hearthstone stream.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Lord Jesus.
All right, well, there you go. I'm happy that you enjoyed Retiremania. I'm happy I was able to name your bit for you. Congratulations.
Yeah,
good job there.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Without a doubt. Beef, good show today. Fantastic show. I'm glad you could carry the weight.
Cheers.
I could not, guys. That's one of the reasons why I say that the BroDown, it's Beef show, really. Like, this is
I don't know if you've ever noticed, I have a bigger foundation than you. I can carry a lot more.
Yeah, for sure. You can carry the water. Like, because what happens is, like, I get to the end of the week, even now in retirement, I get to the end of the week and I'm just fucking toast, man. I'm beat up. So I'm just like, oh, thank God I have my brother here to fucking do all the heavy lifting.
I like that there's a show that I don't have to do 3 weeks worth of prep on to play Bugs Bunny's Birthday Bash.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Or Pool Cleaning Simulator.
Yeah. Oh, God. And I have to, because I have to go back and I have to do another stream of Pool Cleaning Simulator because I've robbed everybody of it. Because first of all, it's not a very good game. But, and second of all, the way it's developed is very frustrating because it takes a long time to get through the goddamn tutorial. And so I'm having a hard time even doing that. But I have to go back because I rage quit about 12 minutes into it. So.
What, you mean a game called Pool Cleaning Simulator is not a good game?
Yeah, no, it's not.
The hell you say?
It is not. Hey, what's going on, Ignacio? How you doing, brother? Good, top of the morning to you as well. Yeah, thank you for bringing the milk, man.
Good to have you for the last 3 minutes of the show, Ignacio. I appreciate your view.
Yeah,
Thank
for sure. Without a doubt. Like, well.
Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for thinking of us.
Indeed. Like, there he is. There's Armor. How you doing, Armor? Good. Have y'all tried peppercorns? Like. Okay.
Armor's been one of the best parts of our Discord lately.
Yeah.
John have been a lot of fun.
We love ourselves some Armor. The Latin cowboy. He rides again. Big fan. Huge fan. Did I miss the Pentiment ending? You did.
Yes. Yes, you did.
You did. Like it was.
But Armor, let me tell you, you didn't really.
No, it wasn't really that great of an ending, to be honest with you. Like I felt like it was an anticlimactic crescendo to a game that nobody wanted to play. So.
Like most things in the Dark Ages, it just ended.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Not much more reason for anything else. It just ended.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Like, well, guys.
I mean, now plus 6 played it to where none of the happy things that could have happened. I mean, we got to end with children that we've grown up with in the game being burned at the stake.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming. I didn't expect Ursula to be burned at the stake. I was just like, she was like one of the more innocent, cute characters. The burner, like.
Yeah, that's what you get for having free independent thought as a female.
Yeah, for sure. Well, guys, next Sunday we'll be back again. We'll be doing another BroDown. And we're gonna have to scramble a little bit because we need to find a new game to play at the end of the BroDown. So me and Beef, we're gonna do a ponder, and we're gonna figure out. It will not be a voice acting game. Like, it will not be a visual narrative game.
It's gonna be a 1 peppercorn redeem for Hearthstone.
I don't know.
We're gonna load 6 up with whatever my latest Donkey Show deck is and see if he can pilot it to victory.
Yeah, we'll see about that. I was like, at this point, I would rather play Hearthstone than fucking Pentiment, so that's fine. Like, really, like, it's an improvement. It'll actually be a video game, you know? Like, people will be like,
fair. That is fair.
It's like, oh, well.
I've got all sorts of one peppercorn redeem for Monopoly Go.
I mean, we could just put the redeem, a 1 peppercorn redeem of 6 and Beef, just play a game. It doesn't have to be the same game. We could just end the last 20 minutes of the stream just us playing any game, really.
Well, I mean, it'd be nice to be able to play one together at some point, but we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
We'll see what options are out there.
I'll be a professional streamer one day.
We'll figure out what we want to put effort into. Which that is the hard part.
Oh, yeah.
Figuring out what we want to put effort into.
Yeah, for real.
I'm already putting effort into graphics with the village people and Vega taking a shit.
I mean, Beef, we've been having, it's not we, I've been having a problem with Beef's webcam for 2 weeks, still haven't figured it out. So I literally told Beef at the beginning of this, your webcam's still fucked, so I'm gonna have to switch back and forth to make sure people can see you.
Well, we'll get there. We'll figure it out. I told Six he's gonna have to tear it all down and rebuild it up from scratch.
Well, when Tonio delivers the Broverlay, the overlay that's for the BroDown, I'm gonna have to tear it all back down anyway. So.
I mean, I started playing around. I figured out that Discord can put a background behind my camera. So if we really want to jack around, you can put some backgrounds back there.
Oh, you're gonna green screen? You're gonna go for the green screen?
No, I don't even need a green screen. Apparently.
You're gonna show off the finest of Zoom conference call backgrounds.
Wait, hold on. Which conference call backgrounds do they have ready for me? What's this one? It says Hacker Den. Is that working? Yeah, there you go. I'm in a hacker den now.
Yeah, the bug hunt. I don't want to bug hunt. That's hilarious.
This is the background I'm going to use when I start playing Rectal Exam Simulator and steal the idea from Vicer.
It's not a bad background for your webcam, to be honest with you. Like, it's not that bad. I don't hate it. Like,
I mean, it doesn't look terrible, honestly. For let's put in the background for Twitch Cyberpunk. There you go. That's Twitch.
God.
Just like everything that's related to me in my own household, it's a desolate, futuristic dystopia.
Yeah, I was like, you know, the BroDown is winding down when Beef's just going through the backgrounds on Discord.
There you go. Let's go to the water park. Yeah, that's me on the lazy river now.
That's hilarious.
That's me on the lazy river after accidentally kicking my wife in the face.
Oh my god. Well, guys, I thank each and every one of you guys for showing up. Like, the fact that you guys did show up for this, tremendous. We love your support. We make fun of you, we rib you, but you guys literally are the reason that we're doing this. So, like, Beef is the reason that I'm doing this, but you guys are the reason that Beef's doing this. Like,
yeah, he's only doing it so he doesn't have to talk to me on the phone once a week.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Like, John, thanks for the ending. Not a problem, John. I'm glad we could finally close the book for John and John only.
And I noticed that John didn't say anything about it being happy.
Nope.
Or, anything like, nope, just an ending.
Mm-hmm. It was an ending, for sure. Like, well, guys, check us out next Sunday, 8 a.m. EST. We'll do some more BroDown. Check me out. Check our channel out. Sometime in the week, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm going to play Hylix 2. We're going to try to beat Hylix 2. I got another OTL in the can. We're going to do NES OTL. It's going to be Mendel Palace, Mr. Gimmick, Oh God, I can't remember the other 2 games. Hold on, let me look at them.
Something, just you're playing some game.
Okay,
it's
it's
sometime this week.
NES later on this week. Check the Discord. Go to my Discord if you want to know the times. It's going to be Dino Wars, Mr. Gimmick, Mendel Palace, and River City Ransom.
There you go, River City Ransom. That sounds great.
That's great. All right, well, Beef, let's close this out, man.
Good job, Six. I appreciate you showing up.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here in physical form, if not in spirit.
Yeah, no spirit. It's all physical form. Yeah, Shroom, I'm excited for Mr. Gimmick. I threw it in there for you, Shroomy. John, River City. That's correct. One of the I was gonna say I'm a huge fan of River City Ransom, so I want to see if the nostalgia holds up.
I love that Six is embodying the motto and most accurate description of the BroDown. The BroDown. Good enough.
Yeah, good enough. Like, all right, let's end on a high note, Beef. You ready? Let's do this.
Clap, clap, blue, Plater Nerds, GFY. Thank you so much.
All right, well, thank you very little, and you are welcome even less.